you right there. I tried to get. Oh, there I go. Turned up. Hey, turned up. You heard?
Yeah. Once again, this song, this Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. What's going on with y'all? I've been a lot of, others. I heard Shannon Sharp talking about Darius Acuff. Players' Choice was talking about Darius Acuff. A lot of big media got Darius Acuff coming to the Brooklyn Nets. Not everybody. The only thing I didn't like about Shannon Sharp, we're going to run the clip. We're going to play the clip, see what they say. And then we gonna react to it. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much how we're gonna do it. But yeah, it's between Mikael Brown Jr. and Darius Acuff. That's what I'm seeing for the most part. Let me see. Damn, I didn't share it. Basically, all right. So I can't find the clip. I thought I posted it on my page, but I didn't. They were saying that Austin Reeves and Darius Acuff Jr. will be a good backcourt. I'm here to say no. Yes on Darius Acuff Jr., no on Austin Reeves. You know what I'm saying? We don't want him on the team. It's that simple. You know what I mean? He's not somebody that should be blocking the progress or player development of a Yegor. We want Yegor to get as many shots up as he could in his second year, work on his confidence and his efficiency. But you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to get Austin Reeves. We, for the most part, as a fan base, agree on that for the most part, but not in totality. Yeah. So hold on, we got another clip by what's Jeff T 520? Jeff T 520 show. We gonna play that. And we're gonna react to it, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what he's talking about. I watched this show. I don't agree with everything he's saying, but we're gonna talk about it. Hold on, here we go. All right. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We out here. Nets fans, the best fans. Let's get it.
Bro, because everybody's saying that they so high on these draft picks for this draft, but ain't nobody made a move yet.
We just don't know about it.
Keeping it real, I don't think they that high on people no more for real.
Did the buzz wear off?
No, I'm not saying people not excited about the draft, but I just think people don't think like they gonna move the needle. I think like AJ Debinska could help your team immediately. And Darian Peterson, I think Darius Acuff can too, but the teams is so bad that they might end up on that it ain't like really no press. That's why I'm saying Pressy, like, if I get one of them, they gonna move the needle for my team because we like that. But like Brooklyn, they get drafted, they ain't moving no needle. What Brooklyn gonna do? They just gonna have another draft pick.
Yeah, of the 5 they got last year.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Man, they ain't doing nothing for Brooklyn. They ain't doing nothing for Chicago.
Nah, they ain't
gonna be bad.
Chicago.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man.
But OKC,
that's cheating, bro. Them get like if they get
Caleb Wilson. Yeah, it's different.
That'll be some
that can't
bullshit.
happen.
But
That
I'm fucking with it because that's what they bet on.
Yeah,
give me my bet. I want my money. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think we're.
Yo, you on some. Yeah. So hold on. So basically, I want to say that I disagree with this. You know what I'm saying? I disagree with how they feel like Darius Acuff Jr. wouldn't make an impact with the Brooklyn Nets. They said that he would be just a draft pick, and I disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we got a 2 guard in Yegor, so you can't really double down on the Darius Acuff Jr. because he got Yegor to knock down an open 3 if you try to double him, especially double him from the perimeter. If he get downhill, you know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. Nah, I disagree with that, Python. I disagree with that, and we could talk about it. You know what I mean? We could talk about it. Uh, FIFA. This is about how they said Darius A. Cup Jr. wouldn't be good on the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm saying I disagree with that. You know what I mean? I don't feel like they right about their assessment about him being on the Nets. I feel like the backcourt and then MPJ at the three. You can't. So there's going to be a lot of 1v1s with Darius A. Cup. They're really going to have to guard him 1v1, and I think he could get past the first line of defense. You know what I'm saying? I think he knows how to get past the first line of defense. So he will be going at the bigs, and he could get them in foul trouble. He could get to the line. He could get to the free throw line. So there's a lot of good that he could do with the Brooklyn Nets, especially with a veteran like MPJ helping him in the second year play. Like Diego, eager to shoot. Diego is eager to shoot the ball, man. And Darius A. Cup Jr. will put him in a bunch of catch and shoot opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they're wrong about their assessment. You know what I mean? Shout to 520, shout to the club 520. I definitely tap into their content. I definitely, you know what I'm saying, respect the stuff that they say. But just because I respect it don't mean I agree with everything that they say. I think they wrong on this. But we got everything Brooklyn Nets, John on the panel, and we got Python on the panel. I don't know if you was listening in, John. Did you hear what they said about Darius A. Cup Jr. coming to the Brooklyn Nets?
Is this the stuff from Jeff Teague? No, right? Or
yeah, that's Jeff Teague. That's Jeff Teague. Yeah.
It's a bunch of BS what he's saying. This guy does not have sources. The stuff about character concerns, whatnot. You've seen what the guy did in the tournament. You've seen recent tape on how hard this guy trains. Like, he obviously the weaknesses with the defensive stuff, that stuff he has to address in his career, but everything else is solid. So whatever they're trying to pinpoint on this guy is just BS. If you want to draft him, you draft him. If you don't, another team is going to get him and have a chance to grow their team. Like, at the end of the day, you should be willing to take a chance on a guy that can give you an easy 30, average 8 to 10 assists on a great night, and a guy that's going to give you some leadership and a jolt to your team. So whatever this BS stuff they want to spew, I just think you got to let it all play out and let the guy show you what he could truly do. And this guy's shown us he does not lack confidence whatsoever. And for a team like Brooklyn, we haven't had a top prospect in 10 years to really develop and be a long-term fit. This kid, Acuff, could definitely be a fit. Same with Michael Brown. So from the stuff about the family connections and whatnot and how hard this guy works in practice, the athleticism, the prototype that he can be, like, those are your two main options with the number 6 pick. This isn't about reaching on immense Lopez's whatnot. Sean Marks just needs to keep it simple. Draft a point guard at 6, and if you can, trade up to get a winger big. This should not be a complicated draft. And with a few days to go, this net scouting department, front office should be pretty much set on who they want to get and have every scenario outlined. Because if they don't and they screw this up, it's going to be tough to start this summer on a progressive note. Because that's what this summer is about, finding a way to progress as a team and rebuild an identity. So we'll see what happens on Tuesday. But I feel like it's truly going to be either Acuff or Michael. And one of those guys can definitely help us out for sure in the future.
So hold on, Python. You said you agree. Shout out to everything Brooklyn Nets, John. He have you on Twitter. Y'all can follow him there. Python, you say you agree with him. Why you agree with him, bro?
They're right. What do you mean? That's not. But here's what y'all don't understand. Here's what y'all don't understand. All basketball players are cocky. They all to a certain degree have an ego. You gotta have an ego to be a 1A. There's no ego. There's no egoless 1A.
Your vocals went low. Your vocals went low.
Okay, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah. Nah, his the thing with what he said is that's Jeff Teague is somebody that has an AAU team. He has a camp. He does a lot in Indiana, where he's from. You know what I'm saying? Like, he like this circle of people is a very small circle of people. Like, I'm not in it, but just being on the outside looking in, being an AAU dad, I see how this shit works. Like, Basketball is a relationship business. And you're going to hear a nasty story about Mikal. You're going to hear a nasty story about Acuff. You're going to hear nasty stories about Peterson. That's just the way this shit is. It none of it matters, though. None of it matters. Like, you have to start thinking about these players in terms of basketball. Like, all the other stuff is distractions. You like when we're talking about getting Acuff, you have to think about it. Like, can there be an Acuff and Danny Wolf pick and roll? Like, is that even possible? Like, is what would if Acuff goes to Sacramento? He's going with all his Detroit people. He's playing with Maxime Renault, a 7'2" center who can score and is mobile. And I forgot the name of the power forward kid that they already had, that they drafted like 4 years ago. They have people so that Acuff can thrive. They have people to play defense for Acuff. Acuff is not playing defense. You might as well forget that. He's the worst defender in this draft by far. Statistically, not even opinion, not even eye test. Statistically, by far the worst defender in the draft. And the reality is, Nets are going to do one or two things. They're going to draft Mikal Brown Jr. or they're going to trade down. They're going to trade down and they're going to take Nate Ament. And that's going to piss me off.
What you know about Nate? What's up with this dude? Like, how good is he?
Nate Ament, when you just see him like just play ball, he's nice. Like, his shot. I want you to watch the video of him and Debanza working out. Watch how Debanza's shot. Like, Debanza's making his shots, right? He missed one, I think. But Debanza's making his shots, but it's tapping all sides of the rim before it's going in. The very same thing that they ask Nate Ament to do, he does it too, but he touches no rim. He touches his shot touches no rim and it just goes in. And when I saw him play kid from last year, Sorber. Last year, Thomas Sorber is a house and he's younger. And he bust Thomas Sorber team ass. I saw that shit live. That's why he was a top 5 pick. The reason why he's not, the reason why you can't pick him at 6 is because he shot less than 50% at the rim. You can't be 6'11".
He also doesn't have the physical body yet. Like, this will take 2 to 3 years to maximize him.
Actually, he put on a lot of weight. A lot. There's a coach told me a theory that he put on too much weight too fast. He got really, really big after high school, and that like took away some of his athleticism. Now, for real, I'm not sure, but that's what a coach told me, that he just put on too much weight too fast, and it messed him up. So I like those stories. Those stories are true. Like, a lot of them be true. Like, these kids have attitudes. These kids have been treated like superstars since they were in 10th grade. But that has nothing to do with their work product on the court. Nothing to do with it. And if the Nets were a regular team that made sense, I would say that Acuff would be the pick.
But you got to stop judging people off of character. It's results. NBA is results. It's not who's the best character, who's the best person. It's who can win me a damn basketball game. That's what the Brooklyn Nets need to get back to. And that's what Tuesday's about. It's about rebuilding this identity, not choosing somebody that fits a model or a philosophy. And this philosophy of this organization is complete bullshit at this point. So it's time they start choosing the right talent and getting a winning philosophy that actually can work for a long time on this team.
John, Jordy is not giving up a player that shoots 15 threes per 100 possessions.
You talk about Mike
7.5 threes a game. You know, like, stop thinking with your heart. You love Acuff. Think with your mind right now.
Yeah,
You
and I
talking
am
about
because
Sean Marks and you talking about Jordy Fernandez, a
Paul, listen,
man, a
Hold
man
on,
who after.
I just not to cut you off, and John, but I just want to read Leaf super chat. YouTube.com, Leaf 4788. He a moderator on the page.
What up, Leaf?
His handle is youtube.com/@Leaf4788. He is also on the panel. We got Range Rover on the panel, so just pod when he finishes, we're gonna pass it to Range Rover and Leaf.
What's going on, man?
Salute. I'm just listening right now. I'm gonna hop in.
Yeah.
Do you agree with Python, Lee? How you feel about what Python and John talking about?
I think everything that PT been saying about Jordy, Jordy Fernandez and Sean Marks in terms of that has been, to me, almost if not 100,000% true. I think that them giving Jordy Fernandez an extension and allowing him to sit these past 2 years and whatever the hell it was, man, it's yesterday, it's done with. To me, I ain't gonna argue about it, but going forward, I would like to believe that whatever player is high on Jordy's list, that's probably what's high on Sean Marks' list, if that's what PT was trying to say. I mean, it just seemed to me like I think they almost hell bent on everything I've been hearing from Sacramento side. It's almost like they hell bent and set on Mikal to me. I mean, I don't like unless Sean Marks this is my opinion. Unless Sean Marks
You think Detroit would give up on a Detroit kid? The coach is from Detroit. The GM is from Scott Perry is from Detroit. His pops is from Detroit, and the players from Detroit. They know they're getting Mikal.
We talking about Sacramento?
I mean, excuse me. I'm talking about ACUF. Excuse me. They know they're getting ACUF.
You talking about Sacramento?
So
right?
hold on, y'all really that Sacramento got a lot of motion. I heard Draymond Green mention that too.
I think Sacramento has a lot of motion, like just in terms of, because I think them in Chicago
have to trade up because they can't skip us. How they going? They can't.
Skip from
we're not
what
drafting.
I'm hearing. Hold on. Let me. From what I'm hearing, this is alleged. This is alleged as hell. From what I'm hearing, them in Chicago probably been in more talks, more conversations in the last year than anything, because remember they. Yeah, in the conversation involving ACUF. Mm-hmm. Now, the only reason why I said Chicago is because we got to remember Chicago and Sacramento facilitated the De'Aaron Fox deal to San Antonio. So that could be allegedly that could be the only
Chicago
way.
Not passing Caleb. There's no way.
I said the same thing.
They got too many power forwards. They still not pass. They have so many power forwards and they still not passing up.
I don't know. Well, the thing is, the power forwards that they got, like what Pat Williams and Bazelis, that they want to play him at the 3. Caleb, them getting Caleb, them getting Caleb, bro. Like I think, me personally,
don't forget they have the Senge too.
Me personally, I think Caleb is headed to Memphis.
No. Oh well,
because they just gave up. To me, they like, and the reason why I say that, they just gave up Triple J basically for a box of oodles and noodles. So I don't see Caleb going past 3.
They're either getting Cam Boozer or Caleb. But
I think they're going for Caleb because I like they already had it.
Regardless, ACUF is not going to Chicago.
Hey, let me toss this out since we
no.
about
That's not what I was saying. I'm saying that I don't think if Caleb goes number three to Memphis, I really don't think that, in my opinion, I don't think Chicago wants the number 4 pick anymore. I just don't.
Yo, since we talking about rumors, I'm gonna tell you some rumor I saw yesterday. I mean, it's on Twitter, but some dude out of Utah, he said that his homie is like a home realtor, and he said that according to him, like Darius Acuff has been looking at homes in like the Utah area. Now,
He's not going to
That's a
Utah,
lie.
man. He's not going to Utah. Like, see, this is disinformation
ain't
stuff.
going to
No, hold on.
No,
Keontae George is in Utah. Why would he? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know if y'all seen yesterday. It also came out that apparently Utah and Keontae George there's like some contract, discussions going on that's not necessarily maybe on par. It's the same shit going on with Kessler.
Yeah,
So,
no, I did see that. I did
yeah.
see that. I feel like
and you got to think. If Washington, there's rumors that Washington might possibly take Peterson. Number one, and then you got Trey Young opting out of his deal.
Listen,
we don't know. If he's gonna sign.
Washington is taking Darren Peterson. Washington is taking Darren Peterson.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Time out.
No,
So-
hold on. Time out.
AJ's not going number one.
Right.
AJ
No, hold on.
AJ might go 3.
Right, no, hold on. I want
That's what I'm
to say
saying.
that I think it's a lot of validity to Peterson going there because the whole contract thing, like I just said, and the rookie scale contract. So if you got a number 2 pick on a rookie scale contract, and he a point guard, he could take over the point guard position when you instead of having a free agent on 1 year with this ridiculous contract, and it ain't promised that y'all gonna be able to compete in that window, that Trey Young's window, but in that Peterson window.
Trey Young not coming back. Trey Young gone.
Trey Young is trying to get an extension, bro. That's all he's trying to do.
That got a lot of motion. The Peterson going to the Wizards, I agree with y'all, bro.
Now think that the same
Trey
situation,
Young,
might be happening in Utah because
wait.
Hold on. Let Range Roll finish. What did he say?
Go ahead, Ryan.
it seems like the same situation can possibly be shaping out in Utah. Now, if Keontae George isn't going to be back, Utah might just take a point guard.
Nah.
And possibly do a sign and trade or something with George. Because I
No.
don't know his full
They're not in
contract
the-
situation, but
They're not in the same tier. It's like Nate Ahmed at 6. He's not slotted in that tier. You can't take him. It's the value doesn't match for what he produced. The value does not match. There are 4 players that are going in the top 4. The order could be different. The order could be whatever, but Peterson is going to the AJ is going to Darren is going to
Washington.
the Wizards. He only worked out for him, and the only reason a player would do that is if they came out of that and they felt like I don't have to do nothing else. I'm probably going number 1 overall. He didn't work out for Utah. So now if I think Utah with Cam Boozer's pops working there, those kids were raised running through those hallways in that locker room, right? They are going to take Cam Boozer, shock the world. I go back and forth on it, but I think it's possible.
No, this is my thing. Look, being that I'm as a former Nugget. Oh, let me say this: as a former Nuggets fan, the Jazz were in my division, so I'm very familiar with them. Like, I think Dame Lillard. They got Jamal Murray. Dame Lillard's coming back this year. Shai Gilgeous is the 2-time MVP or something like that, right?
Yeah, and y'all got Ant in Minnesota. I already know about that. Like my thing. Look, all right, hold on a second. Y'all telling me that there's a legitimate or puncher's chance, allegedly, that AJ not only could be going number two, but he could possibly drop the 3.
Yep.
Like, and this is based on relationships in the locker room type shit.
Listen, Leaf. The Utah bought DeBancer to Utah. He went to Danny Ainge's high school. He went to Danny Ainge's college, BYU, right? They gave him $7 million to go to BYU, $3 million to go to that Utah prep. If he goes to second, falls to second, there's a good chance Utah takes him. But what I'm hearing, and just the logic of it, they just hired his pops. They didn't hire his pops 2-3 years ago, and he's been with the team. No, he's worked for the team before. They just hired him back. And why? I think they're gonna take Cam Boozer.
AJ DeBoss is not
So
going
wait,
to.
so wait. So wait a second. Y'all telling me in a draft that had AJ probably at number 1 for probably the last, I don't know, 18 months. Y'all telling me that just based off of everything that you just told me, that Caleb Wilson and AJ DeBonsa, probably the 2 wings that we wanted all along, is possibly dropping to 3 and 4.
I don't think the NBA will allow DeBosa to go to Memphis. Like I think he's going to Washington. Man,
Right.
first of all,
Well, here's the thing.
I can promise you, if this happens, Utah and Washington will never see another top 5 pick again.
Well, look, AJ, he ain't dropping below 3, but when it gets to Chicago's pick, that's the most interesting one because you think that they should just take Caleb Wilson, but it's like I've been hearing.
But it's like, hold up, all right, if Sacramento is willing to trade up in the top 5 just to get A-Cup, what's stopping Chicago? In my opinion, bro, allegedly they don't want nothing to do with a top 5 pick to begin with. I don't know what they're doing over there. They probably worse around than us.
Nah,
right now
nobody's run worse than us.
Sacramento ain't run worse than us.
Well, I'll tell you this. Look, put it like this. I will tell y'all this. Hold on, let me tell y'all this. When MPJ was still a Nugget and there was rumors that he can get traded. Now the Brooklyn thing came out of nowhere, but I remember I think I even tweeted it. But I said, hey, MPJ is my favorite player. I'm gonna rock with him wherever he go. But if he go to Chicago, I ain't gonna be no Chicago Bulls fan.
Yeah, yo, I just found out how the rest of the league looks at MPJ, and it's hilarious. Dudes don't think MPJ can dribble at all. He was telling me that
he can't. He got a bad back.
He's a catch and shoot guy.
Yo,
like, he could be
Detroit would rather Tyler Hero, who has a bigger contract than MPJ. They would prefer Tyler Hero, who has more years than MPJ, than trading anything for MPJ. That tells you what the league thinks of him.
They also want to keep Tobias on a short-term deal and get Tyler Hero too. So, they literally have other ways to go. And the problem is, this is why you got to trade Michael Porter Jr. You give him an extension, it is going to backfire in our faces so badly where you can't get rid of that contract.
Let the team that trades for him give him an extension.
Hey, send him to Golden State.
Yes, for Jimmy Butler's 1 year and a pick. That totally works.
It's 2 years. That's 54 million for 2 years. It's not 26, 27, 27, 28.
I thought it was expiring. I thought he signed a 2-year extension a year and a half ago.
No. He has 2 more years.
Who?
That's crazy.
Wait, who we talking about?
Jimmy Butler. I thought it was an expiring. I didn't know he had a 2nd year. I hope it's an option where we could decline it.
Yes, this year and next.
Yeah, send niggas to Golden State.
Jimmy.
Yeah, but is Sai gonna eat $108 million?
Well, he did that for Ben.
He did it before.
Yeah, he did it for Ben. Remember?
He did it for Ben Simmons.
But Ben didn't have a knee tear and coming in. Listen, if we get a Day Mara, I don't care what Sai spends. I don't. But y'all can forget free agents, and y'all could, for the 2 years that we got him, we stuck. Unless we send MPJ. We send MPJ, and not MPJ. We as long as we send Terrence Mann. we send Terrence Mann with MPJ.
Hold up. Wait. I'm looking at it right now. Jimmy is entering the last year of his contract.
Oh, it's next year.
On Hoops Hype right now, bro.
Oh, so it is this year, this upcoming season. So I was right? It's just expiring.
This upcoming season is the
Thank
last bit of money.
Thank good. See, that's what we should do. That's free cap space. You take on Jimmy Butler's contract next summer, we're ready to make bigger moves. We'll have free cap space. And we could get potentially a pick involved as well. Even if it's not the 11th pick, give me a post-Curry pick. You want to get Jimmy Butler off this team, you better give me a post-Curry pick. I'll even live with that. I'll take that. That'd be a great valuable pick. But we cannot re-sign MPJ. We're nowhere near close to winning at this moment. You can't do that. They're into the Warriors. They could use them.
But hold on. But how tough?
I don't think Jimmy is gonna play, bro, when he get here.
Hold on. I want to see what's going to happen when this Giannis and trade actually.
No, he's not gonna play.
But hold on. I just want to see what's going to happen with these trades, bro, because I don't know how tough the East is, bro. If the Knicks came out the way they did, and we know there's blaring problems.
No, it was timing. It was timing.
No,
you had Cade Cunningham who had a collapsed lung.
Besides Cade Cunningham.
The East is more competitive than it was a few years ago. Think about it. Detroit,
you would think they want us.
Bro, you got to remember that the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference had two of their last Eastern Conference champions, bro, suffer from Achilles tears.
Right.
That's like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, if anything is being redone, bro, like the only team that seems like they can do something because they got the same cast and they just had to switch the cook in the kitchen is Orlando.
Hey, how long is Jason Tatum out for?
Tatum came back, bro. He should be all right.
No, he came, but didn't he get injured like right after the playoffs? Did he get injured or get injured the last game?
He sat out game 7 to avoid like a serious injury. It wasn't like nothing crazy.
Oh, I thought he got messed up.
If anything, Tatum and Halliburton, bro, like they are pretty much going against something historic, bro, that only KD was able to come back from and be somewhat of the same. You know what I'm saying? So like outside of that, bro, like I think to me, Orlando has the team, bro, like that they wanted, bro, like for the last 2 years. They just got to put a new coach in.
Orlando need to make that move for Trae Young. Orlando need to make that move for Trae Young or take the Aaron Rodgers contract.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
They lost because of their guard play, bro. They cannot shoot.
There were rumors.
They didn't lose.
I think Trae Young's gonna come.
They lost.
I think Trae Young's coming to Brooklyn.
There were rumors they wanted to trade
because Franz got hurt, bro.
How much cap space do they have?
There's no way in hell Trae Young coming to Brooklyn.
No, not Brooklyn. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking
about I'm saying who's Trae Young's best friend?
Well, how much cap space though do the Magic have? Because you have to sign him now, and he wants $40 million, which I don't think the Magic have that cap space money. So
hold on. Listen.
Nets don't have the cap space to give him the money he wants.
Listen, the Orlando Magic. Hold on, John. The Orlando Magic just got a new head coach. They cannot afford to have the good front court they got. Is be that competitive. Not have and this will be their first year. They want to compete now, but they got a 1-year head coach. The only time I've seen it work besides that was with dude from the Raptors that coach for the 76ers. He's the only assistant coach I've seen in their first year won an NBA championship. And I know they want to compete now. So they want to do it in that window where they got the contract for Paolo Banchero and the brothers. Now I'm saying that to say that somebody like Trae Young takes them over the top.
No, if you don't, they got their team already.
Bro, yo, Breezy.
Team already.
Breezy. Real talk. Yo, Breezy. If you ask Trae Young, do you want to play with Paulo or do you want to play with MPJ? What do you think he's gonna answer?
He gonna want to. I would say Orlando.
Nigga,
because they friends. Hold on.
Listen, they best friends. They were on the AAU team together. The first time I saw them play ever was them two playing together on AAU. There was another NBA dude on that too. But Sean Marks don't give a shit about MPJ. He's trying to trade MPJ every fucking day. Like, I don't know why I keep seeing people making lineups with MPJ in it. They're trying so hard to trade MPJ. They just can't. Don't nobody want him at that money.
Look, if they trade MPJ, it's probably going to end up being like the second time within 4 years they trade somebody to the eventual NBA champion. So they can go ahead and do that.
The only problem, Range, is what is MPJ's price value? If he wants a descending contract where the first year's 40 mil and it goes down, I think I'm totally fine with something like that. But if he wants 40 for next 3 years, no, sir. You're
not, there's no way in hell.
Let's talk
the
about
next
value.
team is made up of 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. If you're older than Clowney, you're not a part of this core. And they're trying to trade
How
you.
many players in the league average 24 points per game or more and make 40 million or less?
Nobody. Everybody that make that. If you're talking about Michael Porter Jr., he makes 41 million.
Well, no. Just past season he made 38.3.
Yeah, but that's past. You talking about who gets it now?
Season, he making 41.
He making 41 million this year.
The only
He's
players
on the
who
books.
average, look, the only players
41 million.
The only players who averaged 24 points or more and made 40 million or less last year was MPJ, Shai Gilgeous, and I'm trying to remember who the last one was.
He makes more than Shai Gilgeous?
I think they might have made similar last year.
MPJ
stay winning.
They're both at 38. It's not that he's not worth that type of money. I mean, look at the roster he got around him.
Who?
SGA is going up to like 50.
That's the roster he has around him. He's a fourth choice on a championship team.
So let me
that is a fact.
With Joker and Murray, he'll be the third option with Joker and Murray.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all real quick. Who you think the top 4 teams is in the Eastern Conference next season, bro? You got to put the Knicks there because they won the championship, but who else?
I'll probably say Orlando.
It's Detroit, Indiana. It's Detroit, Indiana.
Okay.
Where the hell you get Indiana from?
I give you Detroit.
Indiana with Halliburton and this new front court they got.
What Halliburton is gonna look like when he come back?
Yeah, I know.
You know, off Achilles.
They got Zubac.
He's not the first. It's 2026. They do these surgeries and with music on.
They did get Zubac, so they do have a lot to work with. I also would say the Hawks are a dark horse. I'm hearing they want to make a very big move soon. They've been connected to Jaylen Brown and other types of stars. Like the Hawks, if they make a big move this year, that is a team that's going to give a lot of teams a bunch of headaches, man. Don't count the Hawks out either. They're a team that's ready to
I don't have Detroit winning 60 games again. I don't even have them winning anywhere close to
that. I do. I think y'all don't give like if your lung collapse a month before the playoffs and the type of cardio you have to do to be an NBA player, that's you didn't see regular Cade Cunningham in the playoffs. You saw lungs collapse just a couple weeks ago, Cade Cunningham.
And they played 7-game series too, bro. That's tough, bro.
Hell yeah, yo!
I don't look at none of these teams in the East that serious. Put some talent around my boy.
The East are the champions. What are you talking about?
The Knicks are the champions because of the NBA, bro. They need money.
But the reason why I asked that question,
you know what, Leaf? I 100% agree with you.
Get some talent around my boy and watch what happens. I'm telling you.
And look, hold on. I'm just saying.
He's not a part. This will be the last time you on this podcast because he's not going to be a part of this team much longer.
Hold on. They talk about Brown.
That might not be a bad thing.
They talk about Brown not being on this. It's just all discombobulated. Nobody got no structure in the Eastern Conference. The top dogs ain't the top dogs no more. Like the Knicks, they're going to have them. But the Atlanta, they not no competitors like that. Detroit, they need another shot creator. Washington Wizards, they proved they had talent and not win. All of these teams got something to prove. They ain't no solid top 4. I give you the top.
The only team I got doing something is Orlando. That's it.
Listen, the process for these teams is you make the playoffs. If you give a good fight and lose disappointed in the first round, second round, that's okay. You get older, you get better. You come back now. You make it to the second in the Eastern Conference Finals. You may lose that in a heartbreaking fashion, but then you come back. These teams, like the Spurs averages 22 years of age, as an example. These teams are super young. Orlando is super young. Like, I think that's a good shout by Leaf. Orlando, but Detroit, guess what? They're super young. They're yo, if they bring back Duran, they're a young team that's already showed that they could win, and they're just learning how to navigate these playoffs. And the front office fucked up. They needed points. They should have traded for Michael Porter Jr., but they didn't want to give it that first round pickup. So he didn't go nowhere. Now you're gonna have to pay Tyler Hero. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah, but still.
I look at it this way, bro. Like Detroit, to me, bro, like realistically, they only really had 1 or 2 ways to win this season, and I don't think that shit is gonna be duplicated, being that they had one person that could set the table and set the offense for them. That was their main problem. Jalen Duran is your number 2, bro. You ain't going nowhere. That's been proven. Cleveland is a joke. Goddamn, the Knicks only got where they got, bro, because a lot of the teams that they couldn't beat was not in their way. Right. That's the truth. That's the facts. It is what it is. Orlando.
OKC makes the finals. They like OKC can't beat the Spurs, but OKC beats the Knicks.
Orlando is the team. Orlando is the only young team out of San Antonio and Detroit that peaked first. They peaked 2 years ago when they made the playoffs, and then last year Detroit peaked, and then this year the NBA said, "Let's hurry up and get Wemby going, bro." Like, and then them niggas
that don't make no sense.
60 games.
That don't make no sense. They went further this year than they did last year. The team averages 23 years of age. That's a bunch of puppies out there.
I understand. You saying the same thing I'm saying, is just differently. Just let me finish. The thing with San Antonio, bro, like, is that the NBA just tried to figure they ought to put a team in the wave of the young path that the Thunder was already on. The Thunder had peaked back in that Dallas series a year before they won the championship, and then they won it last year, and then this year they got bumped out. They was probably the only team to win a championship to make it back to the conference finals. I don't even think no other team did that in the last 8 years. Realistically, San Antonio was way ahead of schedule. They was they was barely a lottery team last year. They stole it. They was handed Dylan Harper, and then they marched to 60 wins and marched to the finals. Somehow, some way. The NBA, bro, already know who they putting in place, bro. Like Orlando, as far as the East, I think they were on the trajectory. The Cavs are some shit. I don't believe in nothing that they doing.
I think Orlando, they have
the Magic.
You also have to see how Paulo's relationship with Orlando goes, because we've heard a lot of bad things the last few years. Like, if he's not super focused this season, don't be surprised if those rumors start getting loud again, because the Magic.
He's not unfocused. What's going on with Paolo is he pretty much plays the same position as the second best player on the team.
Yeah,
or some people. So him and Wagner clash. They play better without each other, and the team needs to pick one and then use the other one as an asset to bring in the missing pieces to win. They need someone who's gonna shoot and defend.
Would you do MPJ for Franz straight up with no picks? If they really wanted that option to build around Paulo, would you do something like that?
If you send MPJ to Orlando, trade him for Paulo straight up. Keep Franz on the team.
But if you get Franz for that,
I think they like
Franz more than Paulo.
You do?
Yeah, I think they like Franz more than Paulo.
Why you say that? Brooklyn?
I think he's the more well-rounded player in terms of, not to say that Paulo was not like, Paulo's an elite talent, of course, but
send Paulo to Brooklyn and let him play with Nolan Traore and the boys.
I just think Franz fits more of, he's a better playmaker. I feel like he's a better playmaker. He's a better rebounder. I think he's a better shooter. Like, I think it would be easier to surround him. It would be easier to surround Franz with guys more so than.
But the Nets can't take any more unathletic guys. The Nets are too unathletic as it is. They rank in the bottom 3 in pace. They rank in the bottom 2 in pick and rolls, and they can't even defend transition offense. They need players that have more speed and more size and physicality. That like they would have to
I
get
don't agree, but
Paolo.
I don't know if anybody. I don't know if Paulo will be in the works. Not for MPJ. They probably would want more than that.
Oh, of course.
I mean, that's the guy. That's
Well,
the
no, you probably got to add something to it because I think Paulo makes like what 15, 18 million more than MPJ for bricks.
What?
I don't know if he'll be on the table.
His first max was what? His first max is 15
Nah, like I said, MPJ, the stats he's giving y'all at 40 million ain't enough. So go get Paulo. He makes like 55 to 60. He gonna put up them knuckleballs in Brooklyn. And y'all be happy with that.
Oh, don't get in your feelings over Michael Porter Jr. nigga. Like, this is a rebuilding team. He's 30 years old. They're not going in the same direction.
Paulo's young.
Don't
Paulo's
get
young. Y'all can teach him how to shoot.
Yeah, hey, it's possible, but he's not. Sean Marks never would do that trade anyway. But regardless, you can't get hurt about Michael Porter Jr. This is what he is. He's a journeyman. He's not an all-star.
Yo, put some talent. I'm telling you, just put some talent around my boy. He's gonna eliminate all these niggas.
Do you understand? They gave us a first-round pick to take this nigga,
and they regret it.
He's a salary dump. He's a salary dump, yo. They might regret it. They
Denver
should
might
regret it. You know what? You're right about that. But you gotta recognize what level he's on.
In the offseason, Denver might come with that Brinks
first
truck.
round pick.
So it's cool.
For what?
In the offseason, Denver might come with that Brinks truck.
We're the only dumb franchise to surround niggas like Mikal and Cam Johnson and now MPJ. And have a GM that's like, yo, we can build around that. Like, we the only dumb franchise
what is wrong with
that does shit like that. And I don't understand, like, what's wrong. To me, like, for the Nets fans, I think we need to realize, like, to me, this Knicks championship doesn't mean shit. What you need to do, realistically, is build a winning culture. Build a culture full of young guys. Build what helps the Knicks is these niggas went to Villanova with each other. Like they have a bond. Like, and this sounds like the power of friendship, but that's some real ass shit. It kind of is the power of
continuity.
Like, that's why they look so good on the court. Yeah.
All the more reason you should sign Trae Young.
For what?
Nah.
This nigga trolling, yo.
The Knicks, he's a Knicks killer who already got chemistry with MPJ.
Why he gotta be on the Nets?
As a recent, he wasn't killing the Knicks like that. He killed the Knicks before, but not as a recent. He ain't killing them. I'm saying
we do not need niggas don't want A Cup, and y'all niggas talking about getting Trae Young. Probably worse.
Darius A Cup Jr. on Brooklyn Nets.
Well, no, I'll be honest. Look,
Breezy, can I get my soliloquy on Darius A Cuff?
Look, here's my thing with A-Cuff. I'm gonna tell you what. Look, I like A-Cuff's talent. I want him for the talent aspect. But if he's on some like I want to be in Sacramento type shit, fuck you, then, nigga. Straight up.
Listen, Darius A. Cuff is gonna win Rookie of the Year.
Possibly.
He's going to the very best situation for him. They are going to give him the basketball. It doesn't matter who the Nets draft. Jordy Fernandez is going to tell him you got to earn the spot. It doesn't matter who the Nets draft. Jordy Fernandez is not letting a rookie play 30 minutes. He's just not. He's just like, I challenge anybody to bet me on that. He is not. He didn't give Yegor 30 minutes. He didn't give Drake Powell 30 minutes. He's not giving anybody they draft this year 30 minutes. The Nets are the Nets.
Well, let me ask you though. You don't think some of that plays into Igor starting out the season hurt, and then the players that were playing him, instead of him, I mean, they weren't meant to be starters. So, I mean, it was kind of a little dicey.
No, like if you're not a Nets fan, so you haven't seen what we've seen. Jordy
used to coach the Nuggets. I know what I'm saying.
Jordy don't like rookies. You know that? Jordy not for mistakes on the court. Jordy not.
To be fair, if Powell had a couple of starts and that nigga didn't show that he wanted it, so realistically, why would I start?
But they started him at point guard. They sabotaged him.
Yo, hey, actually, let me ask y'all. Hey, you guys are long time Brooklyn fans. Hold on. Let me ask y'all something.
I get it, but I get it.
Let me ask y'all something.
Regardless if he at the point or regardless if he at the two, like why does that take away your confidence to go out and play? Like that's where I'm at with it. Like it don't matter, nigga, you put me at the one or the two, I'ma still
He's on ball right now though. That's like I think out of the two positions that are next to each other, those are the two furthest apart. What a point guard does and what an off ball, shooting guard does is two completely different things.
But it's been a combination.
The NBA shouldn't be the place that you play point guard for the first time. It just shouldn't.
But if I'm Drake, but if I got the talent of Drake Powell, me personally, I don't care where you put me at. Like if you're gonna put me at the point guard, cool. You're gonna put me at the two guard, cool. Nigga, I know the talent I got. Wherever you put me at, I'm getting mine, period. And that's the mindset that nigga should have.
Mentality. That's the
mindset that he should have. If I'm the coach and he not doing that, nigga, why the fuck I'm putting you in the lineup for? Hey, you're not gonna show me what you doing. I sit on the bench. Like
that's pretty much you just described the Flatbush Five.
You seen the clip pod of that nigga in practice where he do the in and out, and then he goes to dunk on Clax. I don't know why. Maybe in practice he did a mini sham god.
He did a mini sham god. Beat Terrence Mann off the dribble and dunked it, and then you see Terrence Mann in the background walk away.
Yeah, like
and then the next thing you know, not even a week after the season is over, this motherfucker is in Iceland. Yeah, the Nets are cursed, man. Because when I used to see that kid, he looked like the next coming of Kawhi. He get to the Nets, he's Stranger Things. It's fucked up, yo.
You spoke real highly on Drake Powell, bro. Like
I love Drake Powell.
Kawhi's crazy.
I think two things. For Drake Powell,
did you see him play in high school?
From not having a real point guard and not having a fully defined role.
Like you said, it's levels. Even if he was nice in high school, it's levels.
He was nice in high school, and I know he could play better defense than he plays. But then again, the Nets have nothing behind these players. Like Clowney and Claxton is not defensive in the paint. Like they don't make a difference there.
Claxton gotta go, bro. I don't know where, but he gotta go.
I mean,
right after what I'm seeing these playoffs, that nigga will get slaughtered.
I mean, it's the guard. It's the guards, though.
Yeah, I said that too.
If the Brooklyn Nets played the Spurs, I want you to think about this. If we played the Spurs in the playoffs, what would we do if Castle and Vassell were pressing up on Traore and Igor? The boys would be coughing up the ball left and right. So it's not.
Hey,
Jeff Teague broke down. Hold on, LM. Jeff Teague broke down exactly what happens to the Nets guards with Michael Porter Jr. Just look up for on YouTube. Jeff Teague says Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. Can't dribble. Find that video and he talks about it. He cuts across the half court line, and every team knows to blitz any guard working with Michael Porter Jr. because he can't dribble. And it was the most. It's true. I can't unsee it now.
So in the games that Michael Porter Jr. didn't play, did they display that they can dribble?
But hold on. MPJ, he was transparent about that himself, and that's why he said he wanted a point guard.
Yeah,
none of our guards can dribble. That's why niggas want Mikhail Akov. None of our fucking guards can dribble. That's the problem. Like y'all niggas is trying to. It's simple. It's just simple as it is.
You niggas is blaming MPJ because the guards can't dribble.
No, he can't help.
I feel like
it's not blaming him.
Like,
he don't help the situation.
Hey, look, Jamal Murray didn't need help, and we got a ring. The fuck are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Like these Nets guards might not be in the league in a couple of years. Like, let's get real here.
He the fourth best player on the team, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could do that on Denver. You know, God bless you. Y'all had a great team. Don't try to play Aaron Gordon like he didn't save y'all. If you didn't have Aaron Gordon, y'all don't win those championships, man.
When we talking about guards bringing the ball up court, though.
Yeah, but still, niggas so trash they need MPJ for help. Your perspective on him, the team in the locker room, the opposing team in the locker room put Jokic on the board. Then they put
De'Aaron Fox. We just seen De'Aaron Fox play like shit. Hold on, we just seen De'Aaron Fox play like shit in the finals. Did De'Aaron Fox have trouble bringing the ball up court though?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, he did.
Bringing the ball up court.
It don't matter. It don't matter about the ball of the court is one scenario. The thing you need to worry about.
Talking about the Brooklyn Nets guards. That's where we got to start. Can they get the ball up over the court and start the offense? That's where it starts with these guys. These are rookie guards. We're not talking about vets. We're talking about rookie guards.
Come on. Let me ask that.
Nothing wrong with Nolan Traore.
We're talking about rookie guards.
Right, but hold on.
Nolan Traore is a rookie guard.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all something real quick. I just want to know because shout out to Alton Rowe. First time I seen in the chat, he said, "Thank you, Pod." Nets fans not thinking with their brains, they thinking with their heart. We all have a type. McAllister Nets type. A-Cuff is not. Now, again, this is me listening to y'all. I'm asking, who y'all think run a better half-court set? Mikal Brown Jr. or Darius A-Cuff Jr.?
It's definitely A-Cuff.
Well, first, let me say this. Both Mikal and A-Cuff can bring the ball up court.
Okay.
Yeah, they're better than everybody.
Wait. Why are we arguing that? That's not we all know these niggas is better at bringing the ball up than our guards. Like that's why are we arguing? That's not.
They're better players than every person.
That come with development, bro. You could they could develop that shit in time.
Development is fine.
A lot of people didn't know how to dribble when they first came in the league.
Development is fine, but if a nigga like Nolan and Jaeger you draft. And then I see a Dylan Harper or coming up in the draft. Them two niggas ain't gonna stop me from picking Dylan Harper. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm not saying it's gonna stop them from developing, but at the same time, OKC, you saw it. They have multiple guards that can bring the ball up the floor. They ain't gonna stop choosing guards just because we got guards and we got Shea and we got them niggas got multiple ball handlers. The Knicks got multiple ball handlers. Spurs got multiple ball handlers. So realistically, it should not stop you from picking the guard of a nigga that can bring the ball up the floor, which clearly they can't do yet. Now we gotta wait until next season to see if they improved on it. If they did, cool. But they ain't stopping us from getting a Mikal or A-Cuff. Not in my opinion. Clearly would be the best players on the roster.
LM, I don't think that was on the conversation.
No matter who we get, we still gonna be in the same situation, bro.
There's nothing these kids gonna do that's gonna change it today. They have to do a few more moves, and the kids have to grow. It takes 3 years. It's just what it is. But
we ain't making moves that's gonna make us like playoff contention next year, like. We gotta take this shit one day, one season at a time.
Straight to the playoffs. Like, what the fuck is we doing?
Listen,
nigga. Even Sacramento, if we had AJ the Monster, we wasn't going to the playoffs. Like, no matter who we would have got.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. This shit was gonna take years and continuity to build anyway. But at least you should put something on the court. If you Sean Marks, put something on the court that the Net fans could watch. At least. Like, they ain't going to be winning, but
when it comes to like making the playoffs, I like to look at the division before I look at the conference. So I feel like we're in the toughest division in the East. So we gotta how can you eventually win the Atlantic?
The Atlantic
you gotta think from that.
You have to stack talent. That's the key. That's what OKC does. OKC doesn't say, "Oh, I got these players. I'm good. Now I need to go spend crazy dollars on some old free agent. OKC just keeps stacking talent. They don't care what you're doing. Now they trying to trade up. They're trying to trade up to get one Kingston Fleming. They trying to trade up to get, Burries. They're aggressive.
But look, right, they are aggressive. Like they got that guard that Leaf was talking about that had that, I think, testicle Topic, yeah, him, dude, shout to him, but he recovered from it. But case in point is, they keep stacking their talent, but they can't keep all of their talent. I'm hearing Casey Wallace or AJ Mitchell gotta go. I'm hearing they trying to get in the mix.
Nah, AJ Mitchell signed for $3 million. AJ Mitchell ain't not going nowhere.
So then they can't keep Casey Wallace. It was one of the two.
But it's because they got AJ Mitchell.
Right. Casey might leave.
Right.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised if he left.
Look at this.
Yeah, I wouldn't
look at this comment right here. Alton Raw again. He said Keontae and Peterson have the same agent. They don't want them on the same team. Not good for either. This is to y'all point earlier when y'all was talking about how Peterson going to the Wizards. I'm starting to believe it more and more. I'm for real. I'm starting to believe it more and more.
Listen to your old buddy pod. I'm giving you that one.
Yeah, if you're an agent, you don't want two clients on the same team. That messes up pay.
You don't mind having two clients on the same team if one is the point guard and the other one is the center. But if they're both point guards or they both want to be point guards, you don't want them on the same team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe that's why they didn't give Keontae. Maybe that's why they didn't give Keontae George that contract.
Trae Young didn't. He's looking at free agency. So if they take Darren Peterson, then that means that they ain't nobody in his.
And I told y'all they were gonna tell Trae Young to kick rocks. Y'all didn't believe me. I told y'all. I said last year that's a fake trade.
Bro, I didn't think they was gonna get the number 2 pick. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I
told y'all the night we lost that game to them. That day, and you and Joey was clowning me because I was mad that they lost that game to the Wizards. They won that game to the Wizards. If they lose that game, we the number 1 overall. We have the number 1 overall pick.
God, I was on Scott's channel losing my mind. I'm like, they have a 5-point lead. This is the perfect time to just lay down. Instead, now knowing Trae wants to
Jordy started playing full court press. Fourth quarter, full court press for Jordy, boy.
Honestly, I blame Sean more than I do Jordy because you hired a coach who didn't want to lose. For these 2 years, it wasn't like having a winning coach. Like, if you would have had a coach who thought about development, we'd probably walk away with at least one top prospect, at least. But instead, what do? We always do the same crap that gets us put in the same situation where, oh my gosh, we had the advantage. What happened? Because we have an incompetent GM. Like, until
maybe Jordy think he can win with these guys.
Win what? What are we winning?
I mean, honestly,
you're gonna have to ask him. I don't know.
I mean, look, MPJ just got traded. But when I look at the situation, I think where the Nets messed up is that once they decided they were going to do this rebuild, they should have really scouted these drafts, because having 5 first-round picks in the draft before this one is crazy.
You know what?
No. The problem, the Nets did not draft well. If you don't take Saraf and you take Maxime Renault instead, or you don't take Danny Wolf, you take Rasheed Fleming, or you take Hugo Gonzalez. There was a few players there.
Nah. But look. Imagine
having completely different. If they
imagine having like 5 first-round picks in like the 2002 draft, and then the 2003 draft happens, and LeBron, Melo, Bosh,
the draft isn't the issue.
The draft is the drafting.
Right, it's the players he picked. The draft is not the issue.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all Nets World One? He said, just got this information earlier today. Mikal Brown Jr. is Trevor Booker, former Net. Y'all know how real is that?
Well, I was told.
I don't even know.
Show. I was told that on somebody else's show. It's pretty logistic. So
wait. What? What is Mikal Brown Jr. is Trevor Booker?
No, his agent.
Shout out Trevor Booker. I remember Trevor Booker.
Yeah, I heard something like that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean that could be I heard that the Brooklyn Nets they watch Mikal Brown Jr. work out more than once. I heard
3 times.
Yeah, they visited his family too. They went all over there.
Oh damn! They was invited to the barbecue.
Yeah, Modelo.
Guys, why is this so hard? Why is this so hard? This kid plays exactly like how Jordy wants a point guard to play. He doesn't shoot middies. He goes to the basket and he shoots a whole lot of threes in space. That is Jordy Fernandez must lick the screen when he watches his highlights. It's just that fucking disgusting to know that is exactly what dude wants.
But is that
player?
A man that don't point guard that don't take middies though is type crazy. That's what I'm saying.
He don't take middies.
Don't take middies. It's type crazy.
It's not that he. It's not that he takes them.
I know it's not that.
Listen. You know why point guards don't take middies? It's because they bag ain't deep enough to get to their spot every time. I'm telling you.
Yo, he's wrong because he's ambidextrous. He can score he can dunk with his left, his right hand. He passes and get assists with his left and his right hand. He's ambidextrous.
MBJ does have certain strengths over Acuff. I'm not denying that. Look, one of the strengths he has over Acuff is that
Acuff is the better player to me.
Who's a better
offensively, Acuff is the better player. The problem with Acuff is the Nets have to flush their entire team down the drain because Acuff. Hold on,
I don't think so. You don't have the pieces.
Let me say it, and then y'all disagree. Y'all don't even let me say it. Yo, Acuff plus Yegor backcourt is the worst defensive backcourt.
Thank you. Say it again, please.
It is the worst defensive backcourt, and
say it one more time.
It's a chain reaction to the rest of the team too. Like
not worse than James Harden and Mitchell.
That's a pretty bad one, but this is worse.
I don't think it's worse than Mitchell and Harden.
They're smaller than Mitchell and Harden.
Say that shit again, bro. From the very, very top.
Is it worse than Acuff and DeMar DeRozan?
Hold on. Let me say this real clear. If the Nets was,
that's pretty bad.
Hold on, John. If the Nets was smart, if you take Acuff, right, and this is the problem with last year. First of all, ain't nobody in our fucking team can defend. That's one. Two, if the Nets last year, even if they took Yegor, and this is my problem, which is why I wouldn't have a problem with getting Acuff. If this dumbass nigga at least went with Carter Bryant, Rasheed Flemings, Hugo, or whatever the fucking case may be, my nigga, we would have Minot, Carter Bryant, Rasheed Flemings. Nigga, do you know
Maxime
the defensive 3-and-D wings that we will have to protect this nigga? And that's my fucking problem. When you don't know how to draft, this is the shit that you run into.
Listen,
so now niggas can't keep get Acuff because we didn't draft right last year.
Exactly.
Hold on,
y'all. Gold star for you, Ella. Perfect.
Hold on. I wanna read up.
I told y'all he didn't know how to draft before the draft.
Hold on. I want to read.
And everybody was saying, nah.
Hold on, bro.
Go ahead, Breezy.
I want to read this quote by Darius Acuff Jr. He said, 5 years from now, they will say I was the best player that was going to come out for sure. Acuff told Anscape Mark J. Spears. Some people are going to be surprised, but some people in the back of their minds are probably going to be saying, we probably should have been saying this. My mindset is that I'm going to be the best player for sure. That's just the way I'm carrying it through my whole career.
Amazing.
John, you said it's amazing. Talk to us, John. How you feel about this quote right here?
Yeah, it sounds like the same thing that Markelle Fultz said.
Wait. First, I just want to say to Pod, you can't tell me Yegor and Acuff are worse than Luka and Reeves. Did you watch what Minnesota did to those guys? Okay, moving on. Listen. This is the thing about Acuff.
You better be lucky that they didn't play against us. Because they would have did worse to us. We don't have John. Our front court is maybe Danny Wolf and Nick Claxton.
That's worse than our backcourt.
Do you understand? When you have a front court that horrible, You can't have who's gonna run a pick and we have not one player that can set a pick. That's why I'm saying today Mara might be the best draft pick.
Hold on. Let John speak to the quote, and then we're gonna go around the panel. Go ahead.
I would say is, listen, of course you're going to have to build a much different roster around Acup. You know, this current roster, is it really the roster you want to build around in the first place? I'll just leave you all with that to think about. And as far as what Acup, listen, this guy has a fearless mindset. He's a top-tier playmaker. His playmaking IQ is very elite for the young age he's at right now. We don't have anybody to coordinate offense, to get up shots, to find people the best looks. This kid, Acup, can do that. And offensively, 3-level scorer, midi, 3-point shot, catch and shoot. People say he can't play off ball. He can. Like, this is just a guy who's a complete player, and he knows it. And he's telling anybody, you want to draft me? I'm going to give you the best damn Darius Acup you're going to get, and then some. You don't want to draft me? You better hope I don't lead my team to the playoffs before you, or as deep as I can the playoffs. He is literally being loud and proud about this, and people should really take it more with a grain of salt than saying, oh, this kid just got a big ego. Darius Acup is going to be one of the best prospects in this draft, regardless if he's a Brooklyn Net or Sacramento.
He may be the best. If he goes to Sacramento, John, I need you to understand me, because I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I need you to understand. If he goes to Sacramento, he's going to be the rookie of the year because he's that good. And they're going to give him the keys. If he comes to Brooklyn, Jordy might send him to Long Island.
Oh, man. Listen,
listen to me. Not because that's right. Not because that's right. Stop. Listen, Jordy sent Nolan Traore, the point guard who, if you just watch him, you know he's better than Ben Surratt. And he sent Nolan Traore to the G League for 21 games.
Nigga, Nolan Traore ass, nigga.
Nolan Traore ain't ass. He was ranked 4th.
Top 2, bro. He was ranked top 2, bro. Stop.
No, he was. And people used to go, who's better, him or Dylan? And it used to be an argument.
Yeah.
Because he bust all them niggas' ass. He bust all them niggas' ass in that in the Nike Hoop Summit.
Look,
I told Brady on that.
Look, this is his game. Nolan Traore is a speedster, good A to B, doesn't have any handle really, but he's good slasher. But like I said, like if you build a certain team around him, give him a good role, yes, he can be good. When I say a player's ass, I'm not saying he's unless I'm talking about
you gotta have more gradients of shades of gray in your description because he's not ass. He has deficiency.
Jamal Murray. What
he
is
needs
Jamal
a
Murray
layup package.
You said what Jamal Murray?
What is Jamal Murray without screens?
Without what?
Without screens, bro.
A sloop-footed penguin.
Okay, then my point is that. So I mean, what's the
breaking niggas down.
What Jamal Murray got to do with this?
Yeah, he be using the pick and roll, but he also be isoing too. What you mean?
My question to you, Pod, is so let's say Acup does become the star and Sacramento becomes that guy, and you do get Michael Brown, the guy everybody kind of wants. He's a prototype. He fits what Jordy wants. But is that the best thing for us? Because look at all the prototypes we tried drafting.
Listen, I would flush this entire team down the drain.
But Pod,
if I was GM.
Acup's back. Even Michael doesn't have.
You're not listening, John. John, you're not listening. I would flush this entire team down the drain. I would flush all these soft ass, bitch ass niggas down the drain and build a completely new team. I'd build the motherfucking 2001 Sixers with Iverson and Ratliff and Aaron McKee, and I'll put a whole defensive team around them. That's the Knicks. The Knicks is that. It's a bunch of defenders and one other scorer, a 2A scorer in town. So everybody else is big and everybody else is defenders.
Right.
And
so
everybody else is physical.
Just hold on. Without the names, the template of the last championship roster was two shot creators and 3 defenders. Fair?
Who's the 2 shot creators?
Cat and Jalen Brunson.
Cat is not a shot creator. Cat is a scorer.
No. All right, no. We'll just go off the premise.
Okay, so when you say a scorer, that's what I meant. When I say a shot creator, I mean a scorer. Somebody that could get their own bucket. That's what I'm saying. And
all right, when I
3 defenders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two guys.
I think all
two more defenders and two more defenders on the bench.
For sure.
All the
first two guys off the bench,
though. All the championship teams that we've seen over the past few years, their teams have been built differently. Like it hasn't been the same makeup.
Yeah,
like the Nuggets don't have the same makeup.
The Knicks are an anomaly. The Knicks,
Golden State. Probably
all
the closest thing. The closest thing might be the Golden State championship, possibly to the Knicks. But even in that, they had
nothing like it.
I compare.
You got it wrong. LM. Let me tell LM why he wrong. LM. The reason why you wrong is because the Knicks are a unique circumstance. The New York Knicks superpower is continuity. You have never had a team that has had that chemistry before, where 3 and 4 players from a college team where they played 4 years together and won 2 national championships. That means they were going far in tournaments and playing so much. They have so much tick of them playing together and understanding each other that they match up like a team that's like the Spurs, for example. If you look at the Spurs, they playing for different shit. They're kids. They grew up together. They're building the ultimate chemistry, but they don't have it yet. They don't have exactly what OKC got, but they can out-talent OKC. And that's just surprising them. But chemistry, which is what you usually get from a homegrown team, the Knicks had it already. The Knicks had it because you have never seen 4 players who played together on an NCAA championship team be reunited on a pro team and go for it like this. Never seen it before. It's a completely different thing.
You're right. I think you're right, but I also think it's. I think it's more than that. Also, I think Brunson. Listen, if y'all niggas, some people don't give him credit. That nigga elevates everybody on that team. He does. He elevates everyone.
Go watch some of the. Just watch 30 minutes of Villanova highlights.
Yeah,
I watched same
thing. Like he is the engine that makes that team go.
But no, LM, they run the same sets. They do the same ISOs. Exactly the same shit.
When you have a guy in Brunson, and regardless of the Spurs is young, Wemby is young, cool. But when you have a guy like that, an unreal creator, unreal shot creator, a guy with unreal talent, footwork impeccable, niggas is shooting over Wemby, niggas shooting over these 6'6" guys, like it's just they not there. When you have somebody of that caliber, you need, in all that continuity shit, you need a star. You need a nigga that at the end of the day is like, yo, give it to, he's gonna take us home. Give it to him. Let him run.
He wasn't a star until he got here.
You need that.
Until you put this package together and reunited his squad, he wasn't a squad. He wasn't a number 1. He was a 2.
He was a 6 man. He was a 6 man on the Mavs. He was a 6 man on the Mavs.
You understand? Like this was a special situation. This you may never see this ever again. And the other thing you got to understand, the Knicks matched up physically well with the Spurs. The Knicks basically played the team that they can beat. They're 22. Their average age is 22. The Knicks' average age is 29. They supposed to win.
Since we're talking about chemistry, identity, and I've talked a lot with Breeze on some of his last few shows, looking at the Flatbush 5 and what you've seen this whole year, is there any chemistry that these 5 guys have besides face each other in college and Europe? Like, what is the chemistry that builds whatever we're trying to build going forward?
They're going for the same position.
Okay.
That's the big thing for them.
Oh man.
So but you gotta realize too, like to his point, the Knicks have had years together. Same thing with OKC. Same thing with the most of the past champions with Denver, Golden State. like Boston, like most of these teams that are champions, they've had years together. They went through the highs, they went through the lows. Like they've had moments of building teammate chemistry, which is why when it comes down to it, yeah, you can have a team like Denver where niggas don't even got to say nothing on the court. It's just instant communication because they've had that continuity. They've built that. For the Nets, you gotta take your time. Like you gotta build continuity with these players. Rather it's in practice, rather it's going out. They have to build chemistry with each other. Like
when Jamal tore up his knee, the coach came up to him and he whispered in the coach ear. He was like, "You're gonna cut me now, right? I tore my knee for the second time. I'm gonna get cut, right?" And the coach said, "I'm never gonna cut you." He goes get surgery. The team stays behind him. Like they lose in the playoffs. They lose in the bubble. They're learning from it. Like fans have to understand that you have to go through this process. The Nets have only been tanking really for 2 years, and the Spurs tanked for 4, and kept getting picks even after that.
It doesn't OKC
it took OKC 4 years.
It doesn't even like we were fully brought into that tank process. That's what makes us even more confounding.
It actually took OKC more years than that because the year that they got SGA. They still working on the SGA timeline. They got SGA in 2019, back when Kawhi decided to go to the Clippers, and then that same year, bro, they had Chris Paul. So like that 1 year that they made the playoffs in the bubble, that's when they rebirth timeline has started.
That should have been our first. I'm telling you,
9-3 when the NBA called their phone and said, "Yo, y'all got Wemby. What are y'all doing?" Oh, my bad. 3 years later, and 3 top 5 picks later, they ended up in the goddamn finals. That's not by design.
Let me just say this too: if it wasn't for Anthony Davis in that damn bubble, that would have been MPJ's first ring. We would have destroyed the Heat. We would have beat them then, and then we would have beat them again in 2023.
Y'all got cheated anyway, bro. Like I don't even take that bubble shit seriously. The fact of the matter is that everything about I'm not. Look. If we build a big boy lineup, bro, like with more and decide to get Mara late in the from 1 to 10, I'm cool, bro. Like I don't even give a shit no more.
You should just get Zion on the cheap, man. If you can get him, make him your 4. Like what do the Nets have to lose at this point?
I really don't care no more, bro. Like at this point, bro, I'm like this entire since the damn draft lottery, it ain't been this A-Cuff has been little like every time I hear A-Cuff name, I literally get a fucking migraine.
How does that
I'll be honest. I'm off the A-Cuff shit because the whole Sacramento news. Look, at the moment, this is my prediction. My prediction is that Trae Young is going to surprise people and he's going to sign to Brooklyn. And I think that Brooklyn, whether they use the 6th pick to take him straight up or they do some trade back shit, I think they're going to get Ademara. And if you get Ademara and Trae Young, your offense and your defense instantly.
Trae Young is not coming to Brooklyn.
Trae Young is re-signing with Washington, bro. They gave up assets to get him, and all he did was opt out of his contract to get more years on his deal. That's what he did.
Why don't we do a Trae Yeager backcourt? That's just gnarly, man. Like they might want to play Yeager at the 3. Who's the 2? Like I just don't see that even be plausible anymore. The only reason you would get Trae is if you wanted to get Giannis, which is not even going to happen anymore. So I just don't see that even being a logical reason of attack for us. Trae wants $40 million. Why give it to him now? We could just draft an A-Cup for Michael. Don't have to pay him anything for 4 years.
And Sean Marks is not going to do it. But
I feel like this.
Him saying Sacramento is his team don't mean nothing. Like
if you sign Trae, that gives Sean Marks the flexibility he wants in the draft pick. Because granted, we all want the guards, whether it be someone A-Cuff, someone MBJ. That's not the point. The point is, as far as Sean Marks, as far as all the news that we're getting out, all the players that he seems to be interested in are more like the forwards and the centers. So if you sign Trey, that gives him the flexibility that he wants to take who he wants.
You better believe it. Shit.
Tuesday we'll find out who we really. Tuesday we'll find out who we really.
Did you hear about Netsdale? He's already propping up Cream Lopez. He said Lopez almost destroyed Native Met in the workout.
I heard about that.
Like, what about
that? That's crazy.
It's not even true.
Yeah. Yo, Lopez ran up and down the court against Nate, man. He was amazing. Like, stop.
My son did.
See who we picked Tuesday, yo. That's just
y'all saw the Nets camp with the kids, right? That they were with the players from last week. My son did that camp. He did it for free too, which was nice of them. And I saw Nolan there. He looked much sturdier. He's been in the weight room.
Nice.
All right.
Saw Drake there. Drake looked taller, which is weird.
Well, remember, these dudes is young. A lot of them still got growth spurt. I even said on Twitter,
time, man.
Look, I think MBJ still has a growth spurt in him. Like, cause he grew from like what was it, like 5'11" or something.
Wait, you gotta be specific, bro. You talking about Mikel or MPJ?
No, MBJ.
Mikel. It's Mikel.
Y'all be saying MBJ on Twitter, so I'm saying MBJ.
MBJ.
Yeah, they call him that. They call him that. They call him that.
Yeah, so I'm saying I think he's still I think he's gonna end up being like 6'7".
Wow, that would be something.
He's 20 though. I don't know. I think he just got lucky. Like I grew like that. I was short. I was tall, but my brother was catching me. And then I was in church praying to God, like, please don't let me be under 6 feet. My whole family 6'4" and up, and I'll be the only little one. And I was praying to God, and I had that growth spurt in 11th grade that Mikel had. I'm Mikel, and he took off. The first time I saw him, he was playing against Koa Pete's team, or was he Koa Pete on his team? But anyway, I saw him in AAU, man. I saw him in AAU. He don't care about no fucking 3-point line.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, even if we don't agree, we agree that it's a win-win if we get Mikel Brown Jr. or Darius Acuff Jr. Right?
Yeah, it's a win-win.
Depends how you attack free agency. Depends on how you attack free agency.
You got to change your team.
You still got to go about how you build your team differently. But I mean, as far as the players' talent,
it is. But here's the thing: if you draft Darius Acuff or Markel and you sign who y'all been linked to Austin Reeves the entire time, that's just a terrible.
I don't think we're getting Austin Reeves,
but hang on, even though nobody wants it, your organization has been looking at guards.
Ashton, Sean Marks is an idiot.
Niggas been linked to us since the beginning of time, man.
We want anybody.
Y'all just new to
this? They link everybody.
Niggas been linked to us since the beginning. Everybody want to come here. We got cap space.
Every agent used the Nets.
Yeah, like we've done this smokescreen shit before.
He just doing what Cam Thomas did last year.
Yeah, bro. I don't think Reeves is going to be in there. I think he go back to LA.
He shouldn't be in there. Listen, he's better with Luka. Why are we having 2/3 options on this team to try to lead us out of hell right now? I don't want to pay MPJ Reeves $80 to $100 million. That's stupid. You're basically locking yourself up to dead money.
Well, you gonna have to pay him anyway. You draft another guard anyway.
You're not gonna have to pay him. You ain't gonna have to pay him.
You're not gonna have to pay him. Yeah, you're not gonna have to pay him that.
Not these rookies to be drafting, but you go back to money now.
If you don't draft a wing,
Austin Reeves said the Nets have to give me $174 million. I started dying laughing.
$147 million.
No, $174 million.
Crazy.
For Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves ain't that dude. Bro gets cooked in the playoffs. 16 points. He's averaged 16 points in the playoffs. That ain't worth even $10 million right now, if we're being honest.
Believe it or not, you got some Nets fans. Believe it or not, you got some Nets fans on here.
Hold up,
saying,
bro.
Yo, what if he's out?
I got a question, bro. Like, who is capable of getting better, bro? That's in the league right now. That is on the Nets or that's willing to come to the Nets.
On the roster right now,
I don't think we can. I don't know if we can answer that right now.
Yeah,
you said who's capable of getting better?
Yeah, I hope everybody shit.
I mean, in a general sense, everybody.
I'm gonna give you the guy.
No, hold up.
I'm gonna give you the guy.
Let me rephrase the question. Who's capable of getting better to y'all liking, bro? Because it seemed like we done spent a fucking hour talking about these niggas from the damn draft and shit, and nobody gives a shit about nobody on our team.
Leaf, let me tell you who we need. We need to go get a new power forwards. One.
Who is that?
If the Bulls draft Caleb Wilson and add another power forward to their team,
I already know where he goes.
Don't say Patrick Williams.
I'm going to get Noah.
Else.
I'm going to go get Noah Senge.
Shit, bro. Good.
I want a 7-foot power forward.
I don't know.
That nigga's 6'9", Pod. I checked his height.
Who has not gotten off this shit?
He grew.
Who's been on this shit for the last 400 days?
In the preseason.
Not him, right?
Nah, I think he's 6'9", bro. I don't know if he's 7 foot.
They might.
This nigga got dunked on by some white dude
talking
in
about-
the damn G League.
Everybody gets dunked on. Everybody gets dunked. Everybody gets dunked on.
But hang on, Thorne, that's the problem. They could literally run both of them at the same time. Caleb could play center too. Like they can run both of them.
Nah, you don't want Caleb at center.
What you gonna do with Buzelis? What you gonna do with What are you gonna do with Patrick Williams?
He literally plays. Hang on, Patrick Williams is literally somebody they trying to ship off, and Buzelis could play the 3.
Yeah,
I've seen him play the 3 before.
Buzelis plays the 3, but he played better at the 4 because at the 3 he's not athletic enough to go to kill other 3s, so he's faster than 4s, and that's how he gets over. He's to the basket. I like Buzelis. I'm not slandering him in any way. I'm just saying that he plays better at the 4.
If you get Caleb, though,
he a 3.
Play him at the.
He a 3. That's what I'm saying. He a 3.
Look on Basketball Reference and get back to me. He played power forward last year.
He's shorter than MPJ. He's skinny. Like he ain't no power forward, man.
He's a power forward. He don't go by me. Go by Basketball Reference. Basketball Reference goes by who he guarded. He guarded 4s last year.
So when they
I think they just put him there because he put him there because he was
Towns.
Huh?
When they play the Knicks, does he guard Towns?
It depends. Is Mitchell starting? Mitchell doesn't start anymore.
But Kaz not the 4.
He's guarding Anunoby.
Oh, hold on, wait. Regular season, they were starting Towns and Mitch, right?
But if they get Caleb though, but if they get Caleb though, they might start Buzelis at the 3 and put Caleb at the 4.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're gonna do.
And they're gonna put Noah at the 5. I'm letting y'all know now. They're not getting
Noah at the 5.
They're not putting Noah.
Or they put Noah at the 4.
Do you know if Noah Senge came to the Nets after the Nets draft anybody that they're gonna draft? Let's say they draft Acuff. Fucking Noah Senge is still younger than them.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know.
That's how he was.
I mean, dude hasn't done nothing in the league.
That means he has a lot of growing up to do. That means he's going to get a lot better from here.
Hold up, Pod. We ain't even proved that we can grow up players. We got 3 19-year-olds. You want to add another nigga to that?
You trying to
put another 19-year-old?
Yeah.
And that's my problem.
You know how many?
Put him in a box already. They drafted him to have him as a developmental piece that they got. They gonna
what the hell are we doing, bro? What are we teaching high school dropouts or some shit?
You're building a team that you can have together for 10 years.
Bro, like the last time the Nets were serious was when they started spending that guap and they got some nice niggas. You got one nice nigga right now. Go get it 1, 2.
This is year 2. This is year 2 of the rebuild, yo.
Wait, who's the nice nigga?
Wrong with y'all.
Hold on.
This is year 2 of the rebuild, bro. Like, I don't know what. Like, what are you guys? Of course, we gonna have a bunch of 19-year-olds. Like, this is year 2 of the rebuild.
Exactly, but who's the nice nigga though? That's what I'm waiting for.
The NBA champion, the only NBA champion on the roster.
It's all about Michael. It's all about Curious
Man,
Mike.
come on, bro. We talking about the rookies, man. We not talking about Michael G.
Nigga, the rookie ain't nobody. Nobody.
Son,
nobody.
Michael Porter Jr. is
hold on. Let me
is
just
a salary dump.
Look, I understand niggas trying to rebuild. I'll be trying to be nice, but I mean, let's be clear. Nobody takes these rookies seriously. Nobody.
We don't take
nobody take Michael Porter Jr. seriously, bro. Like, what the fuck?
And we definitely don't take Michael Porter Jr. seriously at all. Not even a little bit.
A year ago. Don't forget, he only admitted he quit playing basketball on his team because he didn't get All-Star nod. Who cares about All-Star nod? You want a ring. How about helping this team get better?
I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, what it's gonna take for this team to get better, bro, is a whole different philosophy, bro. Like, there's nobody in the coaching staff, and there's nobody in the front office that's doing whatever it takes to win. They want to win a certain way, bro, and that's the goddamn problem. Getting 4 19-year-olds up in here, bro, and they say, "Yo, we can just raise all of them from the ground up."
Talking about 4 rookies
when we couldn't raise, when we couldn't raise,
that was not a weak draft, my bro. That was not a weak draft. Like, what do you
remove?
When did you start watching basketball?
Remove Cooper Flag. What's the draft?
Maxime Renault was picked. Maxime Renault was picked in the second
Jeremiah
round.
Fears. I mean, come on.
There was a lot of players.
Dude on the Pelicans.
There's a lot of players.
No, hang on. I named other players.
This is one of the best drafts.
Y'all judging the draft. The draft literally just happened last year.
You know what I'm saying, man?
These niggas
bro, come on, bro.
These players didn't even get a full off season after they rookie.
Y'all niggas, these niggas ain't even get 7 years into their career, and y'all niggas saying this shit a weak draft.
It's an all-time draft. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I gotta agree with LM on that, bro. Y'all hasty right now. That's
you and
not even eligible to drink yet. And y'all niggas
Cooper Flag stuff.
Yeah,
Cooper Flag stuff.
But he's
okay. So hold on.
That's why I said remove Cooper Flag.
Yeah, you still had Dylan Harper,
the reason
Conkenipple. Those guys were balling out through the season.
The reason why we call hold on. The reason why we call
Conkenipple didn't average
the reason why we call 2002 and 1998 or whatever fuck draft y'all niggas prefer. The reason why we call that shit the elite of the elite, that draft was awesome. It's because we watched these niggas grow and play. Like we giving them years, we giving them time to see what they've grown into. And for 2002, half of those fucking niggas is in the Hall of Fame. Now for the later half, you can say that shit was weak, cool. But for the majority of it, niggas think 2002 is one of the best drafts besides probably 1998. Other than that,
Maxime Renault. What are you talking about? Like, you got Maxime Renault in the second round. Hugo Gonzalez, 27.
I'm just saying, we ain't even see what these niggas are yet. They in year 2 of their careers.
If y'all haven't caught on right now, if y'all haven't caught on right now, MPJ's draft class has been running the league.
The players that's
MPJ gotta wear. MPJ gotta wear one of those.
If y'all haven't caught on, MPJ's draft class has been running the league recently. So
I'm just saying, for all we know,
Luka keeps being in MVP discussion.
For all we know,
NBA champion. MPJ NBA champion. Jaylen Brown NBA champion. Trae Young got to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Past tense, you talking about old shit.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, hang
Stop
on.
bringing up old shit.
Jaylen Brown. Hang on, Luka and Jaylen Brown weren't even in the same draft. So what are we talking about?
Jaylen Brown was 2016.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that nigga wasn't in that draft with him.
What, 2018?
Yeah,
2016, nigga. No, Jaylen Brown was 2016.
He was in 16, bro.
Jaylen Brown, the 3rd overall pick, and Luka, the 3rd overall pick. Like, come on, they weren't even in the same draft class.
No. Luka was 2018. That he was MPJ, Luka, SGA.
You named Jaylen Brown.
But Jaylen Brown.
I was wrong about Jaylen Brown.
I don't know how you missed the fact that
remove
draft
Jaylen Brown.
is running you're saying that draft is running the league now. It wasn't running the league 3 years ago. You gotta let these young players develop and blossom.
Again, the small guard the small guard that just won the Finals MVP was a 6th man for 3 years. That's what we're talking about right now. That's what we're talking about right now.
And we don't want A-Cuff apparently. Like, okay.
That nigga was nice on Dallas though.
No.
You have to build a team like that. He was nice on Dallas, but hang on. I want to let y'all know. Every time I hear about y'all talk about y'all rookies, y'all talk about the same guys that said nobody averaged double figures or whatever. Jalen Brunson averaged double figures for year 3.
Nigga, I'm telling you now, that. Nolan Traore will never be Jalen Brunson.
Nah, that's a but that's valid.
Bro, he don't have to be Jalen Brunson.
He doesn't have to be Brunson.
What does he have?
He don't have to be Brunson. Hang on. You talk about Brunson now. Brunson
what does he have to be?
Niggas say he don't gotta be. He never will be Jalen Brunson.
What does he have to be?
His car.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He will never be
have the same
I'm trying to figure out.
Or a high level
like
point guard.
That's how they used to talk about Jalen Brunson. They used to say Jalen Brunson ain't never gonna be shit. He looked like a penguin. The nigga, nobody thought he was gonna be anything, but he got in the right situation. They stayed calm. They fell 3 times in a row with Jalen Brunson. Three times in a row. Y'all, you don't even want to let our rookies have a second year in the league. You talk about Jalen Brunson.
Brooklyn fan?
Nobody up in here want our rookies to have a second year in the league because we keep talking about these rookies that come out of this.
That's not true. That's not true.
Need them too.
Nobody up in here. I ain't hear nobody up in here talking about
these are niggas that's gonna be
on these things supposed to make. No, you niggas
So what are y'all expectations? Hold on. So what are y'all expectations? Hold on. What are y'all expectations for the Flatbush 5 coming in for year 2?
Why are you acting like we didn't trade for our picks back? Like, of course we're gonna be the talk of the combo, nigga. This is what we did. After we picked these niggas, then we could.
But why we ain't talking about these niggas elevating? They on our team already.
Hold on, now. Time out. Let me say this, bro. And again, this is the fact. Me and Leaf, the one that's saying this, talked about Yegor and Danny Wolf in his second year like 3 streams ago, bro. We just finished talking about this. Why are you even saying that?
That's what I'm saying.
3 streams ago, and then we go right back to talking about Darius.
No, bro. But still,
again, we gotta pick these niggas in 3-4 days.
Please.
You don't understand about the draft, Leaf?
A-Cup is better than everybody on our roster. Goddamn, whatchamacallit is better. These niggas ain't even touched the NBA court yet, and they better than everybody on our roster. I'm so sick of hearing this bullshit.
That's because I've seen them play each other.
When you talking
about? Yes.
When you talking about the skill set,
how you gonna say niggas who ain't in the NBA play in the NBA? That don't make no sense. The only way to
do I
see
think
these
that
niggas
Darius A-Cuff and MPJ are better than Igor and the rest of the Flatbush 5? Yeah, obviously.
Oh my god.
So would it be wrong if we had the number 1 pick to say AJ DeBonsa is better than everybody on our team? No, I'm just saying because he didn't play in the league yet.
That's that right?
We don't have the number.
Yeah, like that logic don't make no sense.
It don't make sense. And who said we want guys off the team? We need an upgrade to help elevate these guys on the team. Leave. When we even said, "Oh, we get the cup, Jaco's gone, those guys are gone right away."
And me personally, John, I've been saying that Yegor is highly underrated this whole time. Every time we talk about a lot of the guys that we draft, I've just been saying about Yegor, Danny Wolf. I said the coaches ain't helped them guys to do a lot of the stuff that they were built to do coming into the league. So I have personally been looking forward to seeing the growth between year 1 and year 2. Just because Concanuppo had a great rookie year don't mean he's going to accelerate past a Yegor or something like that. We got to see it play out. We made it to 1 season in which we were tanking, trying to lose games. So I don't know what we're supposed to get or how we're supposed to really evaluate these kids. It was a lot of time. I know Pod and me personally was talking about how these kids ain't getting the proper being on the court the right amount of time, playing enough.
Nigga, because they play like ass when they be on the court.
But you gotta let them play.
They gotta play.
Is he a Brooklyn fan?
You gotta play.
Nah. You know what be funny? I was actually tweeting this the other day. Hold on. Let me cook. I tweeted this the other day. This isn't a merit-based organization. Y'all just think, oh yeah, the rookies. Let's allow them minutes, nigga.
Jordy was supposed to.
Time out. Are we really holding these niggas responsible for?
Did they earn that?
For playing on a team that's supposed to be tanking? Are we really holding them to that?
What?
Yo, the whole point.
Are we really holding?
The whole point of rookies is to get better, bro. Why do y'all take them playing like ass?
Nigga, I said no.
Say that and be like, yo, that's an excuse for these niggas.
Simple.
Like, no, they supposed to play through that shit, bro. You can't be
babying
That's the way
all these dudes got more minutes than Nikola Jokic's rookie year. All of them.
And he wasn't that good either. That's the point you're not understanding. His rookie year, he was not that good.
And there's no pressure.
Better through playing time.
There was no pressure. There was no reason to play. Fucking Michael Porter Jr. 34 minutes a game.
A point guard pumping the ball up multiple times.
What was the other dude? Terrence Mann. Why the fuck was he starting over Drake Powell? And like that shit made no sense what they did last year. Because if they're
point guard turning the ball over is like a quarterback throwing pick sixes all the time.
The only way they're gonna get good is trial by fire. Play them, develop them. Make them better. That's their job.
If
it's based off of that's cap too. Because if it's based off of improving,
this is not for you.
Yeah, if we talking about
they play basketball,
you send people to the G League where they have more time to develop, bro.
Y'all niggas think every player that reached the court gonna be
if I was sent to the G League, I was sent to the G League and Terrence Mann stayed with the big team, I would tell my agent to get me off this motherfucking team as soon as possible.
I guess, man.
As soon as possible. If you send me,
who are these rookies? Who are these rookies?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't feel like they served
turnover machines.
Nolan Traore well, or Drake Powell, or even Danny Wolf. Danny Wolf had
Terrence Mann has been in a Western Conference.
In the motherfucking
this nigga's been
he needed
in
to be fucking
like, who are these rookies that you guys
by
turnover machines?
So that he understands what it takes to survive in this league.
Y'all niggas be posting a Drake Powell dunk from practice. Be like, why can't he do this every?
Danny Wolf needs to play.
Can Drake Powell do what Chris LeBron does? Yo, I think Chris LeBron's a bum. Can Drake Powell do what Chris LeBron does?
Wait, hold on. You're right. Hang on. Danny Wolf got to play. But my thing is, you completely forget about the 10th overall pick that was in the G League the entire year and was getting terrible garbage minutes, and they still putting them for development. You're not going to throw people in the fire like that.
You want to overhype?
Are you talking about Noah Senga?
No, I'm talking about Kaman Maluach. He was the 10th overall pick for Phoenix, and they threw him in the G League.
Kaman is a completely different situation.
So now it's a different situation.
Yes, because Kaman
3 minutes in
learned how to
Brooklyn.
Play basketball.
3 minutes in Brooklyn. Come to Brooklyn.
That's a complete different. See, y'all think everything is always the same thing.
Oh, you 18? You want 30 minutes?
You're not gonna take like all the Nets did last year was just take away the Flatbush Five's confidence. That's all they did. Because
that's why you send them to the G League where they can have more time on ball and on pass.
If you don't learn how to play in the NBA by being in the G League.
A 5-star buffet.
One mic, yeah. You learn to play in the NBA by playing in the NBA.
Go from eating at a 5-star buffet and living the life of an NBA player, and then you send me down to the G League. The Nets cut a player because he said I'd rather be in the G League. They cut that nigga the next year, which they should have done.
My thing is we completely ignore some of the current NBA players today that do good that went to the G League. Pascal Siakam, he was one of the few people that went to the G League and actually
he went
came
7
back
games.
He went to he was in the G League for majority.
But you know, he's another one of those situations. He just learned to play ball. You know what I'm saying? It's basketball without borders, and Masai Ujiri fine. Like this is listen. It's a different situation.
High schoolers, they still gotta develop, bro.
Nigga, except for
these rookies that we got in the league right now,
these kids are better than the people that you played in front of them.
Except for Van Fleet and Pascal Siakam,
it's not a wide range. If you're not better than Terrence Mann, then what are we doing?
That got good in the NBA.
Wait. Peyton Pritchard from Boston. He immediately went to the G League. They do the same thing.
That's Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard is
their starting center was a G Leaguer.
Peyton Pritchard was not no.
And where Peyton Pritchard come off?
What's his name?
He was off the bench, but he was.
You don't even know his name.
Hang on, he was a G Leaguer most of his career. Now he's
starting for it. You don't know his name though.
He was a second round pick. I don't remember everybody's name.
That's right, because he's a G Leaguer. That's different.
I think.
Nolan
we doggone sit here and talk about the dumbest shit.
Nolan Traore is the starting point guard
than Terrence Mann. Something.
You talking about a completely different thing right now.
Terrence Mann was having to run point.
You're not talking. It's apples and oranges.
Stop about Terrence Mann.
Think about what you're saying.
The point guards were so ass. Terrence Mann was running point.
That's not because they was ass. That's not because they was ass though. That's because they wasn't getting the opportunities that they needed.
If you drag the kid, they couldn't bring the ball up the court, so they're like, "Yo, you bring the ball up, Terrence."
That's not that.
That's God bless Terrence Mann. Imagine going from playing with Chris Paul and James Harden as your point guard to Igor Demine and Nolan Traore.
Them niggas wasn't his.
You can bring vets to rookies. So what are you talking about?
Like I said, we sitting here arguing about some shit that don't make no sense. The reason why. That when you look at all these other teams, New Orleans played their young players. Washington played their young players. All these other teams, Utah, all these other teams were playing their young players. Only teams that was really was late picks that was teams was trying to win. Phoenix was trying to win. They thought they had a shot. I didn't agree with them, but they thought they had a shot to win big. So we talking about a team that's supposed to be developing young players. That's part of what tanking is. You get young players, you put them on a court, you let them grow through the paint. Shoot, if you talk about all-time great players in sports, Peyton Manning had like 38 picks his rookie year. They let him play through it. It ain't about the mistakes. You're supposed to let the kids play through the mistakes.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but how are you going to tank without a pick this year?
We have to.
We're not tanking this next year.
We're not. I was talking about last year.
We're not tanking. My bad.
We have to make some additions. Summer. This is one thing I want to say to the 5 guys we drafted. They're connectors. They're not initiators. They're connectors. This draft is about getting an initiator so the connectors could do their job, and you have some type of high.
I agree. I disagree with that, John. I think that we have initiators that we took, but we didn't. You didn't let them do what they good at. That's what I think. I think like from what I saw from Yegor and Euroball, from what I saw from Yegor at BYU, why was we not running PNR with him in class?
If you want to say
it's shit like that.
Priest,
I mean, the guy wasn't even attacking the basket. Like, what's he going to do in a pick and roll?
If you want to see
at least last season,
Priest, if you want to see Danny Wolf could be one of those initiators, I agree with you, but it's his position. The problem with the organization is they want everybody to play.
I wasn't talking about Danny. I was talking about what I've seen from Yegor. See, I wasn't mad at the Yegor pick because I had him going into the off season or going into the college season as a doggone top 4 pick. So. His injury hurt his stock, of course, but so if we're going to allow people, how are we going to allow people to grow by sending them to the G League and doing all that stuff?
Why we have to send the G League when there's nobody ahead of him? Like you tell me Terrence Mann is ahead of me on my development? Come on, that dude is Mr. Aquarium. He took the kids to an aquarium. That's what he's known for on the Brooklyn Nets, not being a good vet. And for what Mike Scotto said that this guy is so valued by us, come on, he's making $50 million on the book.
Terrence Mann is more valuable to a team trying to win because he can do the little things that the superstars don't want to do. when you're trying to develop young players, they need to play over Terrence Mann. And I like him as a player on the right team. If Terrence Mann was with OKC, he could get minutes because he'll do the things that Shea and them don't. He'll be another version of Lou Dort. But on our team, he didn't. On our team, it didn't work. He shouldn't have been on our team.
Not playing 40 minutes a night. That was crazy to me. This guy played 40 minutes a night. It was so crazy.
I mean, but when you're talking about Yegor, and Nolan, and because them the only ones I was worried about for real was Yegor, Nolan, Dwight, and Danny Wolf for real. So why are we not getting those? Why is Noah Clowney getting a ton of minutes over Danny Wolf? You want to see what he can do. Danny Wolf is another creator that can create. I've seen him do it at Michigan.
It's just what is
he was the PNR decision maker at Michigan.
Priest, they drafted 3 pick and roll players and
didn't run no pick and roll.
That's because we don't have a center. We have to get a center.
That's not true. That's one of his things. That's
Jordy too.
One of the things. That's not true. One of the things that Claxton and even Dayron are good at offensively for the most part is PNR diving. So that's not true.
Why do we see it this year? Claxton barely got to the rim at all. That was a huge problem.
Because we wasn't running pick and roll. We wasn't running pick and roll. That's why.
Didn't get any oops last year.
How many he got, Pod?
Hold on. Can I hear Big Priest and Podthorn talk about this pick and roll? Because I was on Twitter with Podthorn, and he was right. He pulled up the stat showing that we don't run a pick and roll. And what I'm saying is, I know, but Darius Acuff Jr. or Mikal Brown Jr. should run the pick and roll. And now my thing was, if they run in a pick and roll, we need to have a big to run the pick and roll with. Is that Claxton? If it's not Claxton, then who is it? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I think offensively that's one of Claxton's strengths.
Whoa! Let me just say this. Cam Thomas wasn't the point guard. Hold on, Cam Thomas wasn't the point guard, but Cam Thomas was always throwing picks to Claxton.
If you watch them try to back screen, they can't do it. It's terrible.
Even if it's Dayron.
Yeah, Dayron.
Even if it's Dayron.
You would think Dayron would be a great pick setter. He's terrible.
But the problem is if we don't work on it, it looks like we don't work on it. You see what I'm saying?
They definitely don't work on it.
It looks like they don't work on it.
It's the Denver offense. It's the Denver offense. It's run through Jokic. It's run through the center. He plays on the elbow. Slacks.
That's what our offense looked like. That's what our offense looked like. It was a lot of dribble handoff shit with Claxton and MPJ. No pick and roll stuff. None of that
one
stuff.
of the top handoff teams in the league.
Yeah, that's and all that shit got to go. If you draft Darius Acuff and you don't run pick and roll, you just basically setting him up to be Scoot.
Because I believe that, and the good thing about Acuff is he can run the pick and roll. He can do everything that you want your point guard to do offensively.
Oh yeah,
but he can get his own shot in a way that I never really saw from Yegor, right? Because I never said Yegor was an on-ball shot creator that could just get his own shot in any situation. I never saw that from him. I saw him as a PNR point guard that can get in the middle and make decisions that helps your team. But we didn't use him to that capacity. But with Acuff, is no limit to what he can unlock your offense.
Yep. They would have to scrap the entire thing that they did last year and the year before. The thing that everybody keeps saying that Jordy, the offense that everybody keeps telling Jordy that he's a genius for running, everybody's gonna have to come to Jesus and realize that shit will not work with Acuff. It will not. If he's the one, I think Mikal Brown Jr. is gonna be the draft pick. But if Acuff is the one, they gotta tear that whole thing down.
You like Brown better than Acuff?
I like Brown better because I know the Nets are gonna draft him. I'm not even gonna let myself get disappointed. I just know the Nets want to shoot 63s a game. And they want to, if you're gonna dribble drive,
If
they
you're
want you to get
picking
all the
who
way
you
to the
taking,
basket. Huh?
that's basically what I'm asking. If you're picking, who are you taking?
If I'm picking, I'm taking Acuff.
Okay. All right.
But I don't like that because we're not getting Acuff. I'm loving Michael Brown. I love him. That's all I got left, Priest. You can't take that away from me.
That's why I'm saying I hope the Clippers take him, so don't leave them no choice. Just make it.
Yo, I'll be honest.
The Clippers are either gonna trade with Sacramento because Sacramento don't want no.
If the Clippers trade with Sacramento, Acuff ain't gonna be there anyway.
Yeah,
because I believe that's the pick. I believe that's the pick if Sacramento's on.
That's exactly why I don't like the draft, bro. Because
if
as soon as we get
Acuff
one
fell to the
spot,
Nets,
niggas is stuck
I
on
don't
one
think they take
player.
him. I think they trade down.
Look, there was a report that came out.
No, I'm not stuck on one player, but if Acuff is there, that's the player I want. I'm not stuck on one player. I think Acuff at that point of the draft would be the best available player.
Look, there's a report that came out.
And the sad thing is, Acuff is going to look like a superstar early. Look at this. Look how he's built. He's built for the NBA already.
Yep.
Look at the way he gets his buckets. He's
Everybody talk about defense, but they don't. Man, this kid.
No, Priest. You can't skip over the defense. The defense has to be a part of the evaluation. You play defense 50%.
No, I know, I know that. But I think a lot of his defense, well, especially down the stretch, was because of that ankle. So I don't know.
Nah.
I think I know he has to improve. I know he has to improve defensively, but I don't agree with the fact that people say that he can't improve.
Why do you think he didn't start on Team USA?
Because of the defense.
I'm
aware of that.
The last time he played Team USA,
he wasn't just a bad defender in high school. He is the very worst defender in this draft.
Well, hold on.
That has to be a part of the evaluation. I love him. Don't get me wrong. I love him. I'm not getting my hopes up though. Like
the last time Acuff played Team USA,
know what
he was the
Sean Marks
MVP.
like. He's been here 10 years plus. We know what Jordy's like. This is his third year, and I don't think there's any way they're gonna give away the kid, or they're gonna let the kid that shot 15 threes per 100 possession shoot 7.5 a game. Is 60% at the rim and shoots 85% from the free throw line. You shoot 85% from the free throw line in college, you're gonna be a good shooter in the NBA. That's just what it is. Like, so I think knowing them, that's who they take for those reasons.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga shot like 3 for 14, I think, against Acuff.
And I don't give a shit about what nigga shot in college.
Didn't he get 22?
Nah, I think he did.
Man, you have to evaluate. You have to evaluate the player based off of which levels they played at. You can't evaluate a player based on NBA when they haven't played in the NBA yet. You can't evaluate any of these kids, the Bonsa, Boozer, Caleb, Peterson. You can't.
You got to give an evaluation to draft them, though. To draft the player.
No, but what I'm saying, you're evaluating them. You're evaluating them based off of how you've seen them play.
From the workout,
right?
Bro. Like that's what the evaluation comes from.
You can't.
But you can't just talk about the workout. You can't just if they see. Do you know why Jokic went in the second round? Because they evaluated him on the workout.
No,
you can't just evaluate players. You look at the film too. You got to look at the film.
Let me tell you where my evaluation comes from. The number one point guard in the country was Darius Acuff.
Yes,
he played. He played Mikel Brown's high school team. I remember. I know Acuff was at Prolific Prep, I believe, or IMG. Vice versa, one of the two. So it's stacked teams, all blue chippers on these teams, and it's them two versus each other. They played. I think Mikal got the best of the matchup, but Darius' team won. But the way they played the next week, Mikal got Team USA, and if you watched him at Team USA, you know he was the MVP of that series. He took command of that team. He was the floor general.
You're talking about Mikal Brown?
Mikal Brown.
You talking about when A-Cup won
he
MVP
doesn't
over
get
him?
Team USA because Mikal Brown last year, nobody knew he was gonna grow to this size. He was small. He wasn't even considered. Only person that was less considered than him was Keaton Vogler. A-Cuff, everybody known about A-Cuff since junior high school. Matter of fact, he looked better in junior high school. Like, that's how much of a beast he was.
A-Cuff did rise to the rankings though. But to be fair, he wasn't projected. I feel like he was going to be a lottery pick, but no one expected him to be taken at 6 or 5.
He was ranked number 1. He was the number 1 ranked guard, even when he was in his junior year. It wasn't until he went through like a period where he played all the top 5 players, and he didn't look the best amongst them. He rose
up in my rankings because going into this draft, it was definitely AJ. Yeah, but it was AJ. It was supposed to be AJ, Darren Peterson, the big 3, whatever the case may be, and then I had Nate Ament, and then I believe after Nate, it was Caleb. So that was my top 5 going into college, and possibly who I thought would be taken.
You didn't have Cam Boozer in the top 3?
Yeah, I said the top 3. Like the when I count the 3, I mean the trio, like Peterson, Boozer, AJ. Like that was to me solidified. Okay. But Nate Ament and Caleb was my 4 and 5. Like before college season. Like I was like, yeah, these guys is gonna be the top 5, and then whoever's at 6 and 7, you know, we're gonna have to.
Well, Nate Ament been dropped in your
yeah, he definitely dropped.
Yeah, he shot 40% at the rim. You shoot 38% at the rim, you can't get pick 6. You can't.
Nope.
You can't be supposedly a low post player and you shot 40% at the rim. It just.
But if you traded to get him
at the rim, who did this?
Yeah, no. If you really like him.
Wait, who did this?
And you think that could be a pick? Yeah, Nate Ament. You trade for him. You take that. You take that Jimmy Butler contract. You shake something.
I don't
loose.
think you get him at 6, but if you talking with Golden State,
my thing is that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I think the best thing would be to try to move up to 4, because I think if you move up to 4, you can kind of
Chicago not trading.
I know.
I don't think Chicago.
I don't think it's possible,
Chicago
bro.
They like NBA people talking stupid now about Caleb. It's not stupid if he does it, but they saying that he's Garnett. Like that's like the agreed upon basketball intelligence.
Caleb Wilson?
Garnett. Caleb.
Honestly,
I don't think it's a lot, but Caleb is good. They see him like that.
Caleb's
there's no way.
They are severely underrating Cam Boozer, in my opinion. There's no I'm not taking Darren Peterson over Cam Boozer.
Y'all saying Garnett is his
I don't think they are. I think the top 3 goes like this. Remember I said it, LM. I think the number 1 overall pick is Darren Peterson. I think the Wiz are gonna let Trae Young go and draft Darren Peterson. I think the number 2 overall pick is Cam Boozer. His father's working over there. I know it was supposed to be a fairy tale thing. You know, Utah has been paying AJ DeBanza a long time, but I think something pushes them to go in that direction. Even and they have a power forward. They have Laurie Marketing. I think they're trading Laurie, and I think they're gonna take him.
So hold on.
You think
AJ go first?
Peterson number 1, Boozer number 2.
Memphis gets AJ. Chicago gets Caleb.
Wow. Wait, so you think they're gonna push Jaren
the 5th pick is, I believe that that what you call it will trade up and get Acuff at 5 right there. Sacramento, and then the Nets at 6 will take MBJ, and Chicago. I mean, not Chicago. Who's at 5th? The Clippers take as at 7 now. 5. They take Vogler down there.
Oh, you think there's going to be a swap
They
between
like
7 and
Burries
5?
too. So Vogler or Burries for the Clippers at 7.
You think it's going to be a swap between 7 and 5? You really think the
Clippers
Clippers going to the Kings?
With Sacramento on draft day, so that Sacramento could get up there and get Acuff.
Wow.
I don't think that. I think it all depends on what the Clippers are going to do with Kawhi. If the Clippers are going to move off Kawhi, I don't think they're going to move off number 5.
Shot it down. Ballmer shot down any trading of Kawhi. He loves Kawhi. He said no.
I understand that, but it's still a lot of people say a lot of stuff.
No, but that's the owner of the team. Like he's the owner of the team. He pays Kawhi under the table. Like you know, this is a different relationship. That like he starts company, gives them money so that they could pay Kawhi. Like, listen, it's a different relationship.
And the issue is, I don't know if Sacramento gets that pick, because we heard that if they're going to keep Kawhi, they're going to be involved in the Giannis talks and the Jaylen Brown talks and all these things. So that pick might go, that pick might go to Milwaukee in some kind of 3-team deal involving Giannis and Jaylen Brown.
Milwaukee looked at Michael Brown, went to Michael Brown's crib too. They might. That's possible. That's
what I've kind of been hearing, because I got a homeboy that got a couple connections especially with the Clippers. So that's what I've been hearing, that they are going to, if they get involved in that Jaylen Brown thing, as far as the Clippers or the Giannis Antetokounmpo thing, because if you're saying he's gonna keep Kawhi, then he's gonna try to put a team around him to win next year.
Yeah, he's keeping Kawhi.
So that 5 pick might be Milwaukee. And if you're saying that they visited with Michael Brown, they're not visiting with Michael Brown for the number 10 pick they got.
What 10 pick?
What pick Milwaukee got? The 9 or 10 pick? Michael Brown ain't gonna be there for their pick. Basically, what I'm saying.
No.
So if they're visiting with him, that's because they're looking at some other stuff. So draft day we got to pay attention, because it can be a whole lot of movement.
Oh yeah,
right there on draft day.
I think that Sacramento's not gonna play no games. They're gonna get their guy. They're gonna trade up to 5 and get him there. Nets are gonna take MBJ. I think the Nets have been confident they could take MBJ for a while. They're trying to trade for something else. I don't know what they're gonna get. I don't know if they're gonna take on that Jimmy Butler money or what, but I believe they're gonna get another pick. That's what makes this draft. If you just draft you all right, Leaf?
Yeah. I'm just listening. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, if they draft Mikal, that's not a good draft. That's easy. You draft Mikal, you draft Acuff, you draft, somebody in that area. You didn't have a good draft. The Nets have to trade.
I think Acuff is a home run though. That's what
they have to get. If they get Acuff, they got to get a big to play with him.
So you saying
you don't think it's the same with Mikal too? Like
it's not a good draft. It's a C. No matter what they do with that first pick.
All right, so basically we at 6. That means we got to get something between 9 and
12.
What? And then that's gonna be what, Mara?
That's what I want. That's what I would get.
Think Mara's
get it. I said this on Twitter. Getting Mara is like drafting a left tackle. It's not exciting.
If we moving up, I want the other kid from Michigan, not Mar.
You want Yaxel?
Morez Johnson.
Morez.
No.
Huh?
You want Yaxel or Morez?
I can't pronounce the dude's last name. That's why it's like Lundenberger or.
That's Yaxel.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What y'all think about the Sunken City?
He's older than Clowney. He's 24 years old.
Hold on, what y'all think about Sunken City Clips comment? He said Clippers
you can't
want
draft
Mikal
a player
Blount
with a
Jr.
mortgage, man. They got to get their mortgage after their contract.
Python,
NBA contract.
Python, what you think about his comment right
He's
here?
gonna be good though, but he got to go to like. He got to go to.
I don't think they're gonna get. I don't think
Clippers is ready to win team now.
I think Clippers feel Wagler more so than Mikal. I'm not sure.
I don't see that for the Nets.
Yo, Python, can you hear us?
I wish Sean Moss cared about.
Yo, Pod, can you hear us? Can you hear anybody else?
I hear you.
So you think?
Although you gotta refresh.
You think Mara or Johnson is better than Yaxel? Oh,
I mean, Yaxel's 23, so
I get that. But he was like 6'11". I like Yaxel. I ain't gonna hold you.
I like Yaxel too. I just don't think the Nets trade back in to get him. They're probably looking at either Kareem Lopez or Nate Ament if they do trade back in the draft. Which I don't know.
Because I'm saying Mara gonna go in the
I think Mara's taken before 11.
Mara's taken. I think Atlanta takes him at 9 or 8. Is it 8 or 9?
And you said the only reason you don't like Yaxel is because of his age.
I saw your best upside in college. That doesn't fit for me. I want to feel like you could grow. I want to feel like you're going to add on to what you already have. He's too level with college players to make me feel like he's gonna be great in the pros.
Yaxel will fit like a OKC.
That'd be a great place for him.
Where guys is already solidified, he can just go in and just.
But OKC actually likes Johnson. That's the thing.
I heard
OKC. I mean, they got their pick of the. They can get either one at that pick. I don't think
the only way they take Mara. Number one, I don't think he'll be there. But the only way they would take Mara is if they were getting off of
Hartenstein.
Yeah.
I think they take Mara regardless.
No, they don't take Mara. They don't take Mara regardless. They don't take Mara regardless. No, if they keep it Hartenstein, they need another wing.
I mean, they redshirting so many niggas as it is, bro. You gotta remember they got Thomas Sorber redshirted. They got Topic redshirted. They got a bunch of niggas that they redshirting already.
No, but they need another wing. Their wings are very small. When you talking about Lou Dort and J Dub,
they're not gonna get a wing on this draft.
They ain't gonna get a wing in this draft unless they gonna get Koa Pete.
They can get Cam Carr at 12.
He's not really a wing.
That's why I said they were connected. They were connected to Morris Johnson.
They were connected to Morris Johnson.
Cameron Carr's a 2, bro.
Do you consider Dwayne Wade a wing?
No, Dwayne Wade's a 2
he's a guard.
He's a 2 guard.
He's taller than Wade though, but he's 6'7" with like a 7-foot wingspan. They basically do the same shit with Jalen Williams.
I think he's 6'5".
Nah, he's taller than that. He's taller than that. He's 6'7". They do the same shit with Jalen.
Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. They like Morris Johnson Jr. a lot.
Okay, so
they like him a lot.
I just don't see where he fit. Like in terms of like, I mean, are you going? I mean, I guess he come off the bench, but realistically,
he's sophomore. He 21 or 20. They like the kid a lot. And they need more wing depth. That's why I said if they're keeping Hartenstein, I think they go in that direction because they can fit him in. They need somebody with toughness. They need somebody with toughness because Chet showed us a severe lack of toughness, and that's one thing Morris Morris.
If Hartenstein doesn't take his option and goes free agent, they're not re-signing him. They'll activate Sorber. They'll bring in a vet. They're not re-signing Hartenstein.
They were looking at Giannis too. All these teams looking at Giannis is crazy.
It's not. I want to see something really happen before.
They said.
I think Miami would do it.
Well, Giannis, I thought said he wanted to stay in the East. I saw Giannis say he wanted to stay in the East, but he
said that.
He want to get moved, but they say he was going to get moved before the draft. So we gonna see. Because
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be on draft night.
I don't think Boston is gonna get him though. I think Jaylen Brown get moved.
That all depends. That all depends. It's not gonna be because it won't be a Jaylen Brown for Giannis thing because they would there would be another team involved. So Jaylen Brown would get routed somewhere else. So really, Milwaukee can really make out like bandits in that deal if they play it right.
Yeah, but they want to get higher in this draft. I don't see where they do that.
They're not getting higher than.
They're not getting higher than where they are.
Yeah, like they're not getting higher than 7 at all.
Okay, so number 1 is the Wizards.
2 is Utah. 3 is Memphis. 4 is Chicago. 5 is the Clippers.
They would be able. You know the crazy thing? They would be able to get 2 probably, but Danny Ainge would own them for the next 10 years.
Basically.
So it probably wouldn't be worth it.
Danny Ainge,
that's what they don't want.
Danny Ainge doesn't trade for Giannis types.
No, I know that. I said, but I think any team. No, what I'm saying is, I think I wasn't being clear enough. I think any team can get up to 2, but Danny Ainge would own your whole life.
Yeah,
like for the next 10, 12 years. Like,
basically,
if you want to, right? Because he don't mind passing up on the prospect. He don't mind passing up on a prospect if I can own your future, like he did with us.
Yeah. No, but he didn't even do that with us. What he did with us was even more diabolical. We took a play. He knew the players were finished, and he waited until he took all that was good left in these players, and then shipped them to us.
That's why for a young player like this, if you want number 2, he's gonna own you for the next 10 years. I mean, like it's gonna be nasty work. Utah gonna own whatever.
Let's say the conversation was entertained. I'm not saying it is, but let's say it was. He's like, yo, Sean, they've been fucking y'all over for the past 2 lotteries. I'll throw you a bone. Like you can get your guy here. What do you think it will cost? What do you think you even asked for? Like
it'll probably be. I'm gonna be honest. It'll be like 4. It's gonna be like 4 firsts, 4 pick swaps. He gonna own you for a minute. Like
you're not gonna see life for the decade.
Are you trading away all of our firsts? For who?
No, it's the amount of first. There's not really whether it be ours or it's just the amount of first that you would have to give, and they would have to all be unprotected.
Would you give up? There
you go.
Would you give up all the Knicks picks?
Yeah,
all the Knicks first.
If I could have the Banser.
Oh, for the Banser? Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. What you thought me and Priest was talking about?
I wasn't sure because I heard
talking some Barry
first.
Bonds shit, bro. Like that's.
I mean, they pretty much. To be fair, I don't disagree because them shits pretty much might be useless anyway.
Niggas is talking some Barry Bonds Hall of Fame.
I ain't even. The whole problem I would have is if we traded for him, then once his rookie deal was over, he actually leave. That would be my only issue with it. But if we got him, hey, I
got him. You got 3 years to make that nigga happy.
No, he would love it. He would love it, and it would because it would have nothing to do with basketball. It's just
and him and Yegor talked about playing together. Nobody even talked about that.
Yeah,
him and Yegor was talking about. playing together.
If Brooklyn was number one on that draft lottery night, they flashed the AJ DeBonster. If Brooklyn was number one on that lottery night, you know the smile that nigga would have had on his face? Like, yo, word?
Yeah.
New York? Especially after these tangerine ass niggas won the chip.
Yo,
I'm sure these niggas would have been like,
y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Y'all think that y'all don't man, these players have relationships. And Yegor and AJ got a relationship. Well, how else will Yegor be talking to him about where he's playing? And this is before the lottery, of course. So he's like, yo, we get number one
at BYU. They worked out last year together. They're gonna work out this summer together. It's a BYU relationship. That's
that's pretty simple. BYU relationship.
I mean,
it's just
if Darren Peterson is one though, that means AJ gonna win.
Exactly.
You can't get it. But somebody asked Yegor at the Steve Nash soccer event. They asked Yegor, what if he liked Mikael Brown. He said, yeah. He was like, that'd be perfect. We shooting lights out.
Man, I don't want to say that's my issue. That's my issue, Pride. I think we shoot way too many goddamn threes. I'm tired of all this shot jacking bullshit.
Mikael, it's gonna be the worst. It's gonna be the motherfucking worst.
I hate it, bro.
They're gonna
I hate it. So we ain't finna run no pick and rolls. We ain't finna do none of that shit. It's finna
they're gonna cross the half court line and shoot it. If they have MPJ on the team, if the team is MPJ, Yegor, and Mikael Brown Jr.
Bombs
Mikael
away.
is shooting 15 threes a game.
Bombs away.
What is Yegor gonna do? Those three by themselves gonna give you 35 threes shots.
Bombs away.
So we gotta my thing is with Mikael, he said like on the Kevin O'Connor interview, he was like,
I don't know what it is. They like Claxton, yo. They really they think Claxton could do it. And
they don't
I don't
like
think
Claxton,
so.
my nigga.
I think you gotta get Hartenstein. I think you gotta draft.
Nigga said Hartenstein.
Bigs.
You know what's funny? Mikael was on
saying
the
Quentin's gonna fall to the 20s. They saying his medicals didn't look good.
Mikael was on the interview and
he's gonna fall to the 20s. I would go get Quentin's too.
Mikael was on the interview and he was like, yo. I think Kevin O'Connor asked him, he was like, yo, like what move do you wish you could steal from anybody in the league? He was like,
niggas don't get off this Hartenstein shit, bro.
Shoulder bump. Like I like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's shoulder bump.
To be fair, I would rather have Hartenstein than Zion. At least I know he a professional and he gonna show up to play every day.
He gonna show up for a shit ass goddamn team, bro. Hartenstein ain't pushing the envelope for us, bro.
Even if you do Mikael, can you switch it up? Like have Mikael
we'll never
go
know
to the
now.
bench or like
I don't think
niggas is veto in the trade. Zion is out here. Zion is playing for a new contract, bro. Like I got every inclination that he at least gonna give us like this. Like he at least gonna give us a year and a half.
But there ain't no proof of that. That's the problem I have. It ain't no proof that he's going to show up to work and do the right thing. It ain't no proof of that. I have proof that Hartenstein is going to show up to work every day and do the right things and contribute to winning. He's not no superstar, but he's a winning basketball player. Winning ain't always about superstars.
Hartenstein is a role player.
But he's a role player, but that's what you want. You don't want a vet that's gonna take the shine from the kids, right? If you bringing in new young superstars that you want them to take over, you want a veteran who has actually won, who has actually lifted the trophy, and who could tell them what has to be done and how you got to act and how you got to behave, and we'll go out there and go to war with you.
How much y'all think Hartenstein gonna cost?
He might ask for the bag. We got cap.
I'm waiting for somebody to say something silly.
He's not a max player because he don't got no rewards.
Right, Lee.
He's not a max player.
If he would have wanted
He
a
got an NBA
championship this year,
championship. How
if
much
he would
y'all
have got
think
to
he
the
looking for?
yeah, but still, he didn't get past this year. Like you know what I mean? Like he got to negotiate with us somewhat. You know what I mean? We can't just be clean in the bank. Yeah. We just gonna ask for whatever he want, and we just supposed to be like, oh, all right, you can have whatever you want. Nah, we gotta
No, it's about what he qualifies for. He didn't make an All NBA team. He didn't make an All Star team. So is only a certain amount that he's even able to get.
Facts.
He's not a max player.
What MPJ getting right now?
40 mil, right?
41.
If y'all think that nigga gonna accept anything less than 35 when his last year his contract
you gotta
is
trade
28.
Him. You gotta trade him.
You gotta trade him. All right.
And who we trading him to?
Man. Like, our niggas.
And who we trading him to?
I used to like Zion. I used to like the Zion to Brooklyn idea, but I just seen too much examples of this dude not being about basketball, and that's just what it is. I just don't trust him. That's all it is.
About basketball.
He actually
that
played last
play.
year, but like, I mean, I don't know what else to tell. Listen,
when's the last time Zion gave us 70 games,
niggas, man?
Yo?
Niggas want heart and stuff. Niggas want motherfucking role players that's looking for 30 mil, bro. When they getting 28 on the team that they on.
Zion barely played 70 games.
I don't know what else to tell niggas, man.
Listen,
I look at people's history. I look at people's history though, and I don't trust Zion to make decisions that will help you win basketball games. And that could just be me. That could just be me. Exactly. Zion in New York City is a wild boy.
Yo.
Zion gonna be with Cardi B and them, man. Nah, bro.
The food alone. Could you imagine, like you come like New Orleans got great food. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, they do. It's different though. It's different than New York.
There's good New Orleans foods. In New York, there's good everything food. There's if you miss New Orleans, there's a couple restaurants uptown that you can go to. There's whatever you want, you can get it here. And I don't know. I think he's older. He's more disciplined now. He might be all right to take a risk on.
Nigga gonna turn into like a dark skinned Kirby or some shit. Yo, I don't think we need to. I
tell you, and I know it don't, and I know it don't fit.
I'm not negotiating with no. I'm not negotiating.
I know it don't fit, but I'm like more willing to take a risk on Ja Morant, and I know it don't fit because we're gonna take a guard. I'll be more willing to take a risk on Ja Morant than Zion Williams, and this dude is NBA YoungBoy 2.0 type
exactly.
Shit. So
they both wild boys though. Like
I've seen Ja contribute to winning, and I've seen Ja lead a team to the playoffs in the Western Conference, regardless of how it looked.
But just imagine what's going on behind the scenes to let Memphis let him go. He was such a popular player. Like he has to be a head case. Like what?
I know. Like I feel like the same thing with Zion too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think neither one of them
at all.
I think Zion's different. Zion's almost like the opposite. He's hurting himself.
Exactly. That's a head case though. If you're hurting yourself,
you eating yourself out of the league. You fucking yourself out of the league.
So hold on, how y'all feel about Beef Stew? He been the chat been talking about Beef Stew. So Isaiah Stewart, how y'all feel about him on the team?
I'll take him too. The Nets need toughness.
I like Isaiah Stewart. I like Isaiah Stewart. I like what's the other kid? Naz Reid that you brought up before. I like Naz Reid.
Love Naz Reid.
Yeah. Naz Reid, he from Jersey.
And the crazy thing about Naz Reid, since I just brought him up, he could be an all-star in the East. This dude could average 20 and 10 if he's given us shot attempts. Period.
If we trade MPJ, we gotta go get him. He'd be another good vet.
Zion only got 2 years left on his contract. He ain't got no extension in sight.
Perfect.
He ain't got no extension in sight, man. Listen, I don't give a shit if that fat nigga is eating cheese whiz and messing with big booty hoes left and right. Man.
You should care though, because it affects your team.
Look, at this point, bro, I done seen mild-mannered niggas, bro, like lose 60 games, bro. Like
you know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say that shit. Niggas
is
complaining about shit that happened on our team when it's everybody else's team.
Can't be no worse than what we produced already.
But niggas want that on Brooklyn?
Yeah,
bro.
Does anybody?
You realize we couldn't deal with the Kyrie situation. This front office, this owner couldn't deal with the Kyrie situation, but you want to do the Zion shit. And Kyrie was showing up, well, sort of showing up the work, sort of.
Please forget about that. That's in the past. What about your boy Austin Reeves? You want him?
No.
Who wants to give Austin Reeves $174 million?
If you talking about taking shots away, if you talk about taking shots away from young players, if you bring Austin Reeves in there, the offense is going to revolve around him.
Look, niggas is talking about bringing Mikal and A-Cup here, and niggas and even if you get one of them niggas, the nigga that we want at the
gonna be disgusting.
The person we want at the 2 is Jaeger. Cool. Why bring a Austin Reeves nigga over here that's going to stop his development? Because you're going to have to start him.
And then clog up the cap. Then you've clogged up your cap. You can't use the cap to get assets anymore. Like Nets fans,
he fits more on a team like if say Milwaukee was keeping Giannis. He would fit over there because he would give them another offensive option.
Do Detroit got cap? They need a scorer.
They do.
Detroit actually would work too because they have defenders that they can put around them.
Yeah, they need a nigga in the half court.
They trying to get Hero though. I think that's dumb, but they trying to get Hero.
I think Reeves is better than Tyler Hero. If we just talking player for player, I think Austin Reeves is better. I've seen Austin Reeves in the Western Conference. Shit to me. I know neither one of them play defense. I think he's a more efficient player, and Austin Reeves has a better skill set to get into the free throw line. So
I think you can do that when one of them plays with LeBron and Luka, and the other one
doesn't.
I mean, he played with Bam 83 IO.
I know, but it's not the
same shit.
It's not the threat.
You know, I guarantee you, he come to the Nets, bro. Them free throw attempts is going to plummet real quick.
Real quick.
I disagree. I think it won't be the same amount. So you're
like you think.
So it's not going to be the same amount, but he'll still be like 8 free throws a game at least.
8? Hell no.
He know how to get the ref whistle. That's a skill. It don't matter who you play. If you know how to get the whistle, you know how to get the whistle. So 8, I think, is the bare minimum.
I give him 4 in LA or best, Detroit. Bro. Like if he come here, I don't want him. I don't want him. So I don't want him neither, bro. He only got 8 free throws a game because he played with LeBron and the Lakers.
No, he was getting more than that, but that's not just because of that. Because if you know how to draw the whistle in the regular season, you're gonna get free throw attempts. If you know how to draw a whistle, you're gonna get the whistle. They call the game in the playoffs. Yeah, we wouldn't get those same calls, but he knows how to get to the free throw line.
On the Nets, he those calls,
huh?
The Nets don't even get no respect on the whistle. I doubt it if Austin Reeves is going to change that.
Nobody here, nobody on our team drives to the paint.
Austin Reeves know how to get to the free throw line. I don't know what I mean. It's not. He know how to get to the free throw line. I don't agree with how he get there a lot of the time, but he know how to get there. I mean,
that's what we need. We need niggas on his team that know how to get to the paint.
I think half of that is because he played with LA.
I don't think it got to be Austin Reeves.
Ain't nobody convincing me different.
No, it's because of how he sells calls. That's the biggest. It's because of how he sells calls.
If he try to sell them calls and he not in a Laker jersey, bro, like he ain't getting them.
That's not true though, because we've seen players that get to the free throw line.
Well, we gonna find out then. We gonna find out because he want to be on another team. He probably gonna be on another team, bro. Like he get a contract. We gonna see if that nigga get to the free throw line 8 times. That's what we gonna see.
Because we saw it with Harden. We saw it with a lot of these players when they go. It's just that ability. We saw it with Trae Young. He played for Atlanta and got a ton of free throws. It ain't about if you know how to manipulate the refs and get to the free throw line. It doesn't matter where you play it. That's just a skill.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Trae Young and James Harden got patched after 2021. They stopped calling them bullshit fouls for them niggas, so they started jacking up more
when
shots
Trae
away
Young
from the
was
basket.
still on, when Trae Young was still on, when he was still healthy, he was still getting 7-8 free throws a game. He was still getting. Now we don't have to like it, but that's just what it was. He was still getting a good amount of free throws. Now, will he get more if he played for OKC or the Lakers? Sure, but that's not my point. My point is he still get to the free throw line a good bit. So if you go from 9 to 7.5, you still getting to the free throw line a lot. Is that not true? So if you go down a couple, you still getting a whole bunch of free throws. The league leader was like what, 10? So it ain't just because of the jersey. Because LeBron wasn't even getting to the free throw line like Austin Reeves.
I don't know. I think Austin Reeves is he okay.
I don't want him on the team. I ain't even trying to. I don't want him on the team. I'm just saying that is a skill that people develop, and he has developed the skill of getting to the free throw line. I mean, I don't want him on the team, so we can, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully we don't need
what the next year is going to look like for this roster. Like the draft, I don't know who we're gonna get Tuesday. On top of that free agency coming in, like
I'm really ready for football season, but let's see what we get done on the draft tip. I want A-Cup. Everybody is saying that we're not gonna get him. I want him, and I'm gonna hold out hope until the draft over with. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that kind of shot creation, and yes, his defense, whatever. That shot creation. We was Breezy loved Cam Thomas and he played a lick of defense. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Nets fans, and I ain't even just gonna sing like Breezy. A lot of Nets fans love Cam Thomas and he ain't play a lick of defense. So why everybody talking about defense now when it comes to Darius A-Cup? Can you answer me that question?
I don't know. I think from watching the playoffs, I think from what the league is going towards, that's probably
Brunson don't play a lick of defense either.
True, but I mean, what he has around him helps that. Like,
you got to build a team. Defense. Of course, you got to build a team around him. But
I don't necessarily disagree. Like, I'm with A-Cup on this team, but
I don't understand why. No, I just don't understand why. We talked about because Cam Thomas was a little bit taller than him and he played the 2 guard. So why was we okay with Cam Thomas not playing no defense? Now you're saying you don't want A-Cup. I don't understand it. I don't understand that. I'm trying to figure that part out.
I think Nets fans just like the scoring aspect. I wanted Cam Thomas to be a better defender. I know that specifically. Like
I did too, but that's because of the basketball that I grew up watching. So yeah, I wanted him to play defense. However, there was a lot of Nets fans that didn't care about it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not talking about me in particular.
Yeah, but for the people that wanted Cam to play defense, like I can see why they would go towards Mikal. At least in terms of size, you would want somebody who has potential towards being a better defender. And
I think that kid offensive ceiling is so. I think A-Cup offensive ceiling is so high that it's like I feel like
look at it one day and regret it if you don't do him.
And I've seen that. I've seen that with my pro sports teams. And it ain't always with the draft. It's just like I regret the Yankees not going against Bryce Harper when he wanted to come to New York. We went and got Stanton instead. I mean, it's just things that I've seen and I'd be like, man, if we had did this, you know what I'm saying? I think the way our offense looked, and that's because I had to sit and watch it. Breezy went to games. I had to watch that offense. I don't want to watch that again. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that A Cup, if the shit breaking down, he can go get it. You know what I'm saying? When the play ain't working, you can give him the ball, he can go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just like that aspect of the kid.
I don't know. But like I feel like it's a front.
I don't know if Mikael Brown got that it factor of shot creation right now. Not to say that he can't develop into that, because I think he's a more raw player than Acuff. So I think offensively he has room to grow. But I know for a fact that, hey, that shit don't look good. You can get a ball to Darius and get out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Mikael was one of the best guards to come out this draft. I just think necessarily. You
talking about down the line or right off the bat?
I think high key, barring the back, it could be out the gate. I think depending on where he goes, if he can get that starting point guard spot off rip, and he says he's healthy and good to go, like he could be.
I believe Darius Acuff can win. I think Darius Acuff will be 1 or 2 in rookie of the year. That's how good offensively I believe he is. That's why I'm asking. So
I think he'll be battling either AJ. I think Caleb is a sleeper too for rookie of the year. I think Caleb Wilson can definitely go for that. I just don't know about Darren Peterson.
No, I don't think they'll be. I don't think he'll be. I don't think Caleb Wilson will be in the rookie of the year discussion. I don't think Cam Boozer will be, but I don't think their season will be determined by that or their impact. I'm just talking about because of the pure numbers, because of the numbers. I think it'll be AJ and Darius. And I think the numbers that he's going to put up, I think he'll be a rookie of the year candidate off the bat. Kind of like Kakanuppa was leading the league with that up until that last month where Cooper Flag just snatched it away. You know what I mean? So
I think it depends. Like the front office with Sean Marks. If Sean Marks is not in them and not that heavy on Acuff and they're both on the board, they might go Mikael since all this Darius Acuff to Sacramento talk. They're probably like, yo, we get our guy at Mikael, and then Acuff goes to Sacramento. I don't know. I'm scared because it's like I don't. If they're both on the board, yeah, cool. You get Mikael.
Sacramento was 1 pick behind us, right?
Yeah, they're 7.
So if I'm not going to take Acuff, I'm going to trade up and tell them I'm taking Acuff. Unless
but then that's what Sacramento want to do because they're heavy on Acuff. If that's their guy,
no, that's what I'm saying. If my whole plan, just like what Boston did, if my whole plan is to take Mikael Brown anyway, I'm telling them we finna take Acuff unless y'all want to pay a little bit to get him, and I'm getting some more assets. I mean, I don't because if I want Acuff, but if I'm stuck on this other kid, man. It's just sometimes I think we overthink shit. Sometimes I think we overthink shit, just like Philly did when they could have had Tatum and they took what's his buddy name?
Markelle
Fultz. Sometimes we overthink shit, bro.
As the front office, man. Like if it was me, I'll go Acuff, but they.
No, I think you like Brown more.
Nah, to me, they 1A and 1B. Like whoever we get, I'm not complaining. But realistically, yeah, I think I would choose Mikael because I feel like that's who they would pick. Because to Pod's point, Mikael plays like in Jordy's system how he would want his guards to play. Like he plays above the rim. Well, I think the only difference is Mikael plays above the rim. I feel more than Acuff. But
the thing that it showed me, yeah, that's what it is. The threes. I don't like I don't like that we shoot so many goddamn threes. We got people who can't shooting threes. So that would just show me that we're going to go more with this.
The only thing is, the problem with that is that for Jordy, like Mikal is capable of getting to the mid range. Like he can shoot middies. It's just for this system, I just don't like that Jordy would tell him to spam threes instead of telling him to balance the offense. Like even if you
because I know that Acuff can get Acuff the way he plays, he gonna get to that mid. The way he plays.
But that's the thing. Like, is Jordy gonna tell him not to take them shots or jack up threes? Like that's what I'm afraid of. Like, are you gonna change his play style, or are you just gonna let him be who he is? Like, that's the only thing that confuses me. Like when Wemby got to San Antonio, they just let him be who he was. They ain't try to make him into no Porzingis. They ain't try to stay in the corner. They let him play his game.
They let Dylan Harper be who he is. Dylan Harper like to get downhill and get to the front of the rim.
These guys be who they are. So my thing is, even if you get Acuff here, I don't want Jordy to tell him to just spam threes. Let him play how he played in Arkansas. Like, let him mix up the offense. Let him sometimes control the offense in certain aspects. Like, don't just have him be a 3-point shooter. Like, I want to see him mix it up in the mid-range. I want to see him get to the mid-range spot. If it's the more efficient shot for him, let him do that. Like, and I feel like that's what they did with Yegor in a sense. Like, they only let him run the pick and roll. They ain't let him shoot.
They did let him run the pick and roll. He didn't run the pick and roll. That's the problem. He just became a 3-point shooter.
They didn't let him run the pick and roll. Like, but if you're not letting him do that and you're not letting him take mid ranges, then it's like, what's the point? Like, I just think the threes only offense is trash. Like I don't.
Our offense is trash. Our offense is trash. That's why I don't want.
Definitely is.
Our offense sucks. We finna doggone go all in on that bullshit offense. Come on. If we take Brown, that's what that'll tell me. That offense that we saw last year, we finna go all in on that crap.
It also shows you letting. I don't get it. You see all the superstars, most of the players in the league, or I guess the superstars that you see, like even Giannis at some point, like they take mid ranges. Most of them live in the mid range. Like
the best offensive players play all 3 levels. 3-level scores.
Exactly. So I just don't understand why Jordy, your philosophy would be get 8, 9 threes up.
Even the guy he had in Darren Fox, he plays all 3 levels. We now all of a sudden we gotta be this 3 spamming garbage.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like it's dumb, especially after watching these playoffs. Like
we had Curry. If Curry was in this draft, I would be cool with it. If there was a guy that's definitely Steph Curry in this draft, I'd be like, well, hell, if you got Steph Curry, yeah, shoot a lot of threes. You got the greatest shooter ever. But I don't see no Steph Currys.
Funny enough, I don't know. I think they called Mikal Steph in his draft.
No.
Not necessarily like Steph Curry to a team, but just because he's the one that shoots a lot of threes. Like, he definitely had the 6'5" Steph Curry comparison, like going, I think, in the early years of his career. But he plays more like Dame to me than Steph. Like,
And
I
that's
feel like
what
he's a
Darius.
6'5" Dame.
And that's what Darius said. He kind of likes to play like Dame.
I think, yeah, but they both watch, I feel like, the same people. Like, I just think Mikal is more so the 3-point hunter as to where Acuff is more like the balanced guy where I can shoot the 3 if it's there, but I can get to my spot. And I think that's
If it's an open 3, I'll take it and I'll shoot it efficiently. But if it's not open, then I'm finna run the offense and get to where I want to get on the court. That's what I see from Darius. But we wanted to get a kid I don't. I just hate that kind of offense. It's not a fun basketball to watch, especially if you're not hitting. Because there'll be games when Mikal is cold. So what is his counters?
Yep. Like, yeah, okay. Player one said MPJ draft comp is a more athletic LaMelo Ball, Tyler Hero. Yeah, I can see the comparison. But realistically, I mean, if he's LaMelo Ball, then I mean, I don't know. Like even sometimes LaMelo Ball offense.
LaMelo Ball is 6'7". He don't play no defense.
That's what I'm saying. Like the height thing to me is just so blown out of proportion sometimes. Like I just don't feel like it needs to be. You just saw 2 6'2" guys in the Eastern Conference battle it out. Like I just don't think it necessarily. I ain't saying that the league isn't going towards this 6'5", 6'6" point guard thing, but I feel like there's still a use for short guards. I feel like there's still a use for 6'3", 6'4" guards. He ain't that much shorter than Ant. Ant is like 6'4". In shoes, Acuff like 6'3". I just don't think it's that much of a
disparity. Is right. It's not that crazy. Hold on. I wanted to introduce Jay first. Thank Big Priest, Brooklyn LM, Lee, Python, everything Brooklyn Nets, John. Now we got This Is JTV on the panel. It's all the way lit. We just did Stir the Pot, the podcast last night, fire episode. I don't know if y'all watched that, but it was a dope episode where we tackled different topics besides basketball. But what you got on this, Jay? You going to the draft, bro?
I ain't got no tickets yet, but maybe. When is it? Tomorrow? I mean Sunday?
I think it's Monday.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't got no tickets yet, but Stranger Things have happened, and it's on Netflix, so I might be there. You know what I mean? But happy Juneteenth, my brothers.
Yes, sir. Happy Juneteenth. I didn't even say that in the beginning of the show, man. Happy Juneteenth for everybody.
Right. Got to celebrate that. Just came from the Weeksville Heritage Center, the one that P was talking about last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bro, it was so lit over there, bro.
Okay, that's what's up.
For the city. It was nothing but black girl magic and black boy joy up in the mall. And it was lit, bro. Nothing but celebrating black people looking good, smelling good, jury on. Good food out there, eating watermelons, fried chicken.
Bro, watermelon.
Right. I had me a soursop smoothie that was mad good.
Well, it was like a block party?
Yeah, it was a block party, but it was also like, remember P was telling you about the fact that the Weeksville is like the first African American settlement in Brooklyn or something like that, the oldest one. But they still got some of the Hunter Fly houses up. That's what they call them, because it was like Hunter Fly Road or something. But they got the houses up, so they had it open to the public today, and people was in there having a picnic. It was a block party with mad vendors. It was just a dope vibe, bro. Dope vibe.
That's a party.
I ain't gonna lie. I show you some of the pictures, bro. It was deep in there, but it was fly though. It was fly.
And where is it around? Again, down the corner from Brevoort, right?
It's on what's that? St. Mark's and Buffalo, and it's also on Bergen and Buffalo. It's like that whole block or whatever.
Oh, okay. All right.
Rochester, I think that is.
Yeah, we just when you pulled up, we was just debating for the most part. They saying Darius Acuff Jr. going to the Kings, and you know what I'm saying? Hold on. We got a super chat. It says, shout out to Molly Mall _DC. He said the $5 super chat. Shout out to you. Thank you for that. He says, as a Wizards fan, enjoying y'all conversations. It's always good to hear real basketball fans talk about the team. Yo, this is one of the best compliments a podcaster could get, bro. That's why I be thanking the dudes that be on the panel, because sometimes I just be listening and enjoying the content as well, Molly Mall. But thank you for the super chat, man. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. I see you got a cowboy helmet and your avatar. If you're a Cowboy fan, you know what I mean? When football season comes, we probably could talk some football too. But yeah, we was talking about the Wizards earlier too, man. We really feel like y'all gonna take Peterson over AJ DeBonshire. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that? But yeah, I appreciate you, man. Brooklyn LM, Big Priest, This Is JTV. These is regulars on the panel.
I
Lee
respect fans, bro. That's not just bandwagon fans. Like if you a fan of a team that ain't really that popular, I know you a real fan. Know what I mean? And I fuck with that because I hate people that just jump on any wave just because the wave. So rep that DC shit, man.
Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was hating on y'all. I gotta tell you that from jump. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of jealous that y'all had got the #1 pick because of what Bam did. And I just wanted to say, in spite of all of that, I want to thank you for becoming a new member of the show. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. And I would encourage everybody to become a member of the show. You know what I mean? It's only $1. And the guys who do become members, y'all help me build the show and you know, produce more content, more, you know, I would say great content. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to Brooklyn LM, man, and all of y'all for real. But shit, we only got like 48 hours, like Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte, man. This shit coming soon, man. Word, maybe a little more, maybe 72 hours, but it's really close. Word,
Jacob is the guy.
Who?
I just think Darius Jacob is our guy, but we feel like he ain't gonna be there or Pod and them.
Yeah.
That's more for y'all because when I come home, I like to try to catch a game, but I ain't always able to. But to watch that, to go there and watch that 3-point spam and offense, that's I don't know how y'all feel with that.
Yeah, honestly, I don't. I'm somebody that feel you could go to the basket and get 3 points. You know what I'm saying? You could get an and one. You ain't got to try to take 3-point attempts the entire game. You become one dimensional that way, and the defense know what to expect, and you know they're gonna lock in. So you know if we want to be any competitive, especially in the East, which is predicated on the defensive side of the ball. Bro, you gotta be able to switch it up. And the way it looked, we're gonna be heavy in the backcourt offensively, and in the front court, not so much. Unless we get a Hartenstein, get somebody else that could help us in the low post in the front court. But we're gonna see. But yeah, it's been a 3-hour stream. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get low right now. I'll probably be back with more content soon. If y'all got any, y'all already know it's the off season. So if y'all got any ideas or anything like y'all need us the Nets as Nets fans to tackle, holla at me. We tackled the thing where you got Joe Johnson, Chad Ochocinco, and Shannon Sharp talking about they want Austin Reeves on his team. I started the show negating that. They said Acuff and Austin Reeves would be a good backcourt. We tackled the whole thing with Jeff Teague and the stuff that he said about Acuff. Any big media, and I want to say this in closing, any big media talking shit about the Brooklyn Nets, send it to me because we going to address it as Nets fans because we ain't got no friends in big media. As you know, Nick's got Stephen A. Smith, and you got a lot of other big media fans of other superstars and other teams. Nobody ain't really showing us no love like that. So all we got is the podcasters. All we got is us. We ain't really got big media. So, you know what I'm saying? Holla back. You know what I mean? We're going to be here. We're going to be back with more content really soon. This was a dope show, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And once again, thank Marley Marr for becoming a YouTube member. Hopefully we can see him in the chat maybe one day on the panel. That'd be awesome, bro. Word. But yeah, Jay, you already know I'm gonna link with you, bro. I'm gonna get with y'all later. Nets fans is the best fans. Peace out.